Good evening and welcome live to Ben Davis High School for tonight's Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference game between the 5th-ranked Center Grove Trojans and the number 2 Ben Davis Giants. Hello everyone, I'm Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry, and we welcome you to Center Grove Trojan football. Rick, tonight it's two of the best programs, two of the best teams in the state of Indiana. First for the Center Grove Trojans, one of the best offensive teams in the state, and you've got one of the best defensive teams in Ben Davis. Should be a great one.
Should be a fantastic matchup, Kevin. You're exactly right. Center Grove's put up an average of 47 points a game, second and overall in 5A, and Ben Davis on the other side's only given up, I think, an average of 7 points a game. So strength versus strength should be an outstanding matchup tonight.
Should be an outstanding game tonight between number 5 Center Grove and number 2 Ben Davis. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll talk to the head coach of the Trojans, Eric Moore. This is Center Grove Trojan football.
Whether you are looking for a low-maintenance community in a luxurious wooded setting such as Sycamore Ridge, the breathtaking views and rolling landscapes of Kensington Grove, the gently rolling hills and convenience of Calvert Farms, the intimate luxury setting of Claiborne, site of the 2006 Homeorama, or the private gated communities of Persimmon Woods or Whitetail Woods, Duke Homes has a community to fit your needs. For information about all that Duke Homes and Duke Communities have to offer, visit dukehomes.com.
Welcome back to Center Grove football. I'm Kevin Conrad, now joined by the head coach of the Trojans, Eric Moore. Coach, past the halfway point of the regular season, you guys are just playing extremely well, 3 straight here in the conference. I know last Saturday, a big win for you guys. Not sure if you got much out of that win, but again, you guys are playing well right now.
Well, a win's a win. The mid-conference are all tough to come by. That happened to be our Saturday maybe. Lawrence North struggling a little bit, and we took advantage of it. The kids played well. The offensive line was tremendous, and the running backs ran extremely well. The defense was very pressurized and made some big plays. And we just capitalized off everything that Lawrence North did wrong, and we did a lot of things right in our own, in our own state of mind. So I was real happy with even the lightning delay and having to come back a day later to get the win under our belt.
Coach, offensively, the wing T offense, you've got it humming right now. I think about maybe 10, 11, maybe even 12 kids have scored this year a touchdown. You want to share the wealth. That's what makes this wing T go.
Yeah, and I hope we can do a lot of sharing tonight at Ben Davis. We need a lot of guys to touch the ball, so we don't have any things that set up and to their defense. So we're going to try to spread it around as much as we can and continue to do that, and just hope that everybody will continue to run as hard as they have. But really, it comes down to the 5 guys up front that do their job, the offensive line, and if they do their job, we can use 6 or 7 running backs and have a great night.
Coach, just talk about your week of preparation for tonight's big conference game.
Well, it was shortened with the Saturday game at Lawrence North. We sort of had to do a combo deal Monday night where we looked at some of the tape, and then we looked at more of Ben Davis tape with the kids. Then we come out Monday. It's the first time in like 3 weeks we practiced on Monday. We started taking Mondays off because we had another lightning delay and just had some tired legs. So got back on it this Monday night, got a lot accomplished. This week we had a long Tuesday practice, and then Wednesday we went after it a little bit. We did more of ones versus ones, 5-play scrimmage scenarios, 3rd and 8, 2nd and 5, 1st and 10, just to give the defense an idea of try to get off the field, get them off the field, cause them to punt, and get the offense in the scenario of, hey, lengthen the drive. Let's go 10, 12-play drive, get first downs. First downs will be one of the most important things tonight in the game. If we can convert first downs, 3rd downs to first downs, and keep their defense on the field and their offense off the field.
I was say, Coach, tell us about this Ben Davis defense. It's one of the best in the MIC and obviously one of the best in the state.
Well, led by number 40, Antonio Allen, maybe one of the top 5 players I've seen since I've been in the state of Indiana as a football player. He will single-handedly destroy you if you allow him. We're going to try to confuse him a little bit. And maybe get lucky and throw one over his head every once in a while. Keep him honest. But to be honest with you, they do a lot of man-up stuff, and he don't even care about the pass. He just comes and wrecks the running game. He's going to have to do it 46 times because we're going to run the ball hard on him, and we'll see what happens.
I would say, Coach, what are the key factors tonight to get this mid-conference game here on the road tonight?
Well, hopefully not to get all of our punts blocked in the first quarter. And you do that, you say, by blocking. Well, even better than that, getting first downs and not having to punt will really help you. Last year, the 3 punts in the first quarter were just nightmare. 1 blew back at us, and 2 got tipped. 1 got blocked, 1 got tipped. But they were all mistakes, mental mistakes by kids. Ben Davis likes to show one thing and do another thing. They are what they are. We know what that is on punt block. We might have put 4 hours of punt team in this week just to make sure it didn't happen again. So we're very secure. We're very confident with that. So you get through the special teams portion of it. You can't kick to them. You got to kick away, and then you got to keep from getting your kicks blocked. But bigger than that is defensively, we got to keep them in long scoring drives. They're not very successful at drives where they've had to go 10 to 12 plays, 8 to 12 plays actually. If we can keep them 3 and 4 and 5 and out, then we're going to win the game. And with that offense, we got to get on the field and stay on the field 10, 12 play drives. But we do have the animals that can score in one shot, so we're okay there as well.
All right, Coach Moore, we appreciate your time. Good luck tonight against Ben Davis.
Thanks much, and hope everybody can head out. It's going to be a nice night for once in a while. And go Trojans, beat the Giants.
Go south and save during Truck Month at Ray Skillman Southside Buick GMC Truck. Get discounts and rebates up to $13,000 on new Sierra truck. Or drive a new Sierra Z71 4x4 with PowerTech package for only $199 a month. Drive a new Terrain as low as $249 a month. Or a new Acadia, only $249 a month. Or get 0% financing up to 72 months. With over 600 new GMC trucks available, it's time to go pro at Ray Skillman Southside Buick GMC Truck.
And now a word from your friends from Floors to Go.
This is Joe Trester with Floors to Go here in Greenwood, Indiana. The store has been in business since 1976. We have a new building that has state-of-the-art products: carpet, hardwood, laminate floors, vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, ceramic tile, porcelain, bamboo.
The new Floors to Go has more room, more flooring products, and more deals per square foot.
Stay tuned for more from Floors to Go.
Tonight, the 5th-ranked Center Grove Trojans on the road taking on number 2 Ben Davis for a Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference game. A lot on the line tonight. Center Grove right now 3rd place, right behind Ben Davis and Carmel, who are tied for 1st place. Carmel and Warren Central will hook up tomorrow night at Lucas Oil Stadium. So a big weekend here in the Metropolitan Interscholastic Conference. Held one, Kevin Conrad along with Rick Embry in for Ted Kitchell tonight. And Rick, interesting to hear Coach Moore talk about tonight's matchup. It's pretty simple. Obviously, from a special team standpoint, do a better job blocking on the punts. Last year, Center Grove, first 2 punts in the first quarter got blocked, resulted in some easy scores for Ben Davis, and before you knew it, Center Grove was down 21-zip after the first quarter. So obviously, Center Grove has worked tirelessly this week on the special teams, on the blocking scheme with the punting, but also tonight, Center Grove's great offense against a great Ben Davis defense.
Yeah, and Coach Moore touched on Ben Davis is who we know they are, which is they're just fast. I mean, that's what you always go against whenever you play the Ben Davises, the Warren Centrals. Those guys just have athletes coming out from everywhere. So it'll be very important for Center Grove to match that speed. Like Coach Moore talked about, you have to make sure you don't give up easy points on special teams. Last year, those 3 punts in the first quarter completely changed the complexion of the game. Center Grove got down big early, and it's very difficult to come back against a team like Ben Davis when you spot them 2 or 3 touchdowns.
Glad to hear the horn.
It made the trip.
The trip. Gotta love the horn. That's Chris Hudson, the father of Logan Hudson, with the horn. Center Grove in the all-white uniforms tonight, trimmed in red for the Ben Davis Giants, the purple jerseys, white pants, silver helmets. This should be an epic of a matchup. You talk about the Big Four in the MIC, Center Grove, Ben Davis, Carmel, and Warren Central. All 4 playing each other this weekend. So after tonight, we'll know a little more about the MIC race, but Rick will have to wait until tomorrow night when Warren and Carmel play each other at Lucas Oil. But for Center Grove, a win tonight will put them with a tie with Ben Davis. And if Warren can somehow knock off Carmel tonight, then you're talking about a 3-way tie for first place between Ben Davis, Carmel, and Center Grove.
Yeah, really so far this year, you've kind of got the big 2. And then Center Grove's 1 step back, and then Warren Central's actually taken a little bit of a step back with being upset last week by Terre Haute North. But if Center Grove comes out and gets the victory tonight, they throw themselves right back into the middle of that race, and then they go and hope for a Ben Davis over Carmel victory to split or make it a three-way race for the MIC title. But should be a fantastic matchup, Kevin. When you look at the players across the field, Ben Davis really starts on defense with number 40, Antonio Allen. Fantastic athlete, like Coach Moore said. One of the top 5 kids he's seen, period, since he's been at Center Grove. So that's high praise when you talk about all of the kids that have went on to big-time college programs from the MIC. So Antonio Allen, number 40, is a guy for Ben Davis that spearheads everything on defense. When you look at them on offense, Malcolm Fogel, the running back, number 2, does everything. He has 447 rushing yards, 242 receiving yards, and 6 touchdowns for the year. So it starts with Ben Davis on that side with those 2 guys. For Center Grove, it's all going to start with Luke Calvert. He has to be able to manage the offense against Ben Davis, a fantastic defense, and he's the one that's going to be making the call. So Luke Calvert on offense. Defense, it really comes down to this. It's the front 4. Really, as Coach Moore said, you always are looking for the offensive and defensive lines on both sides. Center Grove does not want to give up the big plays, and that all starts with the front 4.
Head coach of the Trojans, Eric Moore, now in his 14th year at Center Grove. 3 conference titles, won the state championship back in 2008. 11 winning seasons under Coach Moore. The Trojans 5-1 on the season, 3-1 in the conference. In the Class 5A polls this week, Center Grove number 5 in the coaches poll, number 6 in the AP poll, and number 4 in the computer rankings. The head coach of the Ben Davis Giants, Mike Kirshner, in his 6th year, 2 sectional titles, 1 regional. This is the best start for Ben Davis at 6-0 since the 2001 season. Back in 2001, they went on to win the state championship, undefeated that year under the legendary head coach, Dick Dullahan. The Giants are 4-0 in conference play. A couple of big wins already for the Ben Davis Giants. Cathedral in non-conference play, and, of course, beating Warren Central 6-3 on a last-second field goal. They have a field goal kicker that kicks the long ones, Stedham, and he nailed a 50-yard field goal with 7 seconds left to beat Warren Central 6-3. For the Giants, they're number 2 in all the polls, AP, coaches, and computer rankings. And you look at the series between Center Grove and Ben Davis, 7-12 all-time in favor of Ben Davis. Coach Moore, though, against Mike Kirshner, is 5-1. The one loss coming last year at Ray Skillman Stadium, 42-14, but the last time the Trojans played here at Ben Davis, Center Grove won 21-14 back in 2010. And the Trojans have won the last 2 times over here at Ben Davis. You go back to 2008 and back in 2010. We're ready for some football. Center Grove will kick off from its own 40. Kicking it to the north end zone. Ben Davis back deep to return. Ben Wheeler will tee it up at the 40. Wheeler's had an outstanding season, and Rick, going through my stats, I got to say the advantage with special teams, knock on wood, is Center Grove. As far as what Ben Wheeler's been able to do with the punting game, he's averaging right around 40 yards a punt. Their punter at around 30-31. So, again, you talk about 2 tough teams going head-to-head tonight. Field position is critical. I got to give the favor there to Center Grove.
Well, like Coach Moore talked about, that special teams coming into play whenever you have 2 evenly matched teams, and you don't want to get your punting team into a bad situation where they're kicking from their own end zone. So it's important, while maybe not scoring every drive, to at least move the ball a little bit and take over field position.
Ben Wheeler approaches. Good foot into it. It goes to the 1-yard line. Just inside the yard line. Return man brings it up to the 20 and twists it down at the 30-yard line. So pretty good field position here for the Ben Davis Giants. It'll be spotted at the 29. So a 28-yard return. Keith Sears gets credit for the tackle for the Center Grove Trojans. Rick, he almost got it to the end zone. Looked like he got it inside the 1.
Yeah, that came very close. I think the return man caught the ball on the 1-yard line. That made a 9-yard difference because he did a good job of bringing it out. Center Grove stopped him on about the 29.
Quarterback is Kyle Kastner. He's a sophomore. He wants to pass. Screen pass is incomplete. He was looking in the flat for Dayon Calhoun, a junior, and Calhoun could not hang on. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this will be interesting to see how Ben Davis works their offense because they're very high on their quarterback, Kyle Kastner, who's 6'3" quarterback. He's only a sophomore, though, and he's prone to mistakes, as evidenced by his 11 interceptions this year.
I formation goes under center this time. They will use multiple formations on offense, probably the most formations they'll see all season long. Center Grove, they stonewall them. The Trojan defense not allowing any kind of a running lane. Damian Stone gets the tackle among other Trojans. No gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, great job right there by Damian Stone. Dylan Dallas up front. They tried to run over the right side of their offensive line, and Center Grove stonewalled them and bring up 3rd and long. It'll be very key for Center Grove to get off the field on 3rd and long situations.
Kastner, the sophomore quarterback, he has passed over 900 yards this year, 5 touchdowns, but he has thrown 11 interceptions, and Dylan Dallas with the sack. Dylan Dallas got him immediately. He leads the team in sacks. He now has 5 on the season.
Oh, what a fantastic job. I don't know if Coach DeLuna dialed up a little bit of a stunt or a run blitz or something right there, but Dallas came in untouched. Kastner got hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Correction, that's going to be number 6 for Dylan Dallas this year. 6 sacks for Dylan Dallas. That's a team best. Loss of a couple of yards, 4th and 12. Good high punt by Stedham, pushing the Center Grove Trojans back to the 25. That's Ackerman. He's to the 30, sidesteps a tackler, and taken down at the 35. So Center Grove with good field position, but credit the Center Grove defense for this great field position.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't start any better for the Center Grove defense than getting a 3 and out. Holding Ben Davis to a -5 yards on that first drive. They get their offense back in good field position. You don't want to take over on offense inside your 20-yard line against this very good defense of Ben Davis, and Center Grove's got good possession on the 35.
Junior quarterback Luke Calvert leads the Trojan offense to the field. First possession, first carry off the right side of the line. Good yardage for the Center Grove Trojans to the 40. Lane Morris picks up 5 yards. That's what you want to see, Rick, on first down, get good yardage.
Yeah, and it's very important, and a lot of times the best plays against a very fast defense like Ben Davis is just your simple belly plays up the middle. Everybody thinks that's just a 2 or 3 yard play, but right there, Lane Morris got 6 yards.
And around, Logan Hudson turns it up. He's to the 45. He's hit hard at the 46. Picks up the first down. Move the chains. Logan Hudson, leading rusher for the Trojans this year, 468 yards. Rick, he's averaging 10 yards per carry this year.
Yeah, he got helped last week by that gaudy about 27 yards a carry. I think he had 4 carries for 118 or something like that. So, but he has been. He's your home run hitter right there. With Max Norris being out, Logan Hudson's the one who dials it up.
Calvert under center. New set of downs. Handoff. Stapleton tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. He loses yardage and lost the football. The referees are going to say he was down.
I hope they say he's down. They haven't made any indication yet. Fantastic job right there by number 14.
Brown with the
Brent
tackle.
Brown.
Brown for Ben Davis.
Well, and that's exactly what you don't want right there. Stapleton tried to get outside, and they didn't get a block against the linebacker, Brent Brown. He was able to tackle him in the backfield for a loss of 5. You can't get into 2nd and 3rd and long situations against this defense.
Ben Davis will play a 4-4 defense, but you got to keep an eye on number 40, Antonio Allen. Again, Coach Moore in the pregame show said maybe the best defensive player he has seen in his 14 years at Center Grove. A flag down. Calvert. Incomplete pass here to the near side. Again, flag on that in the backfield. Most likely holding against Center Grove. If they decline it, it will be 3rd and 15. But again, field position so critical tonight, they'll probably take the holding call, and they will. So Center Grove will be faced with, 2nd and forever, maybe 25 or more yards.
Yeah, I think they declined that, Kevin. They looked like they were going to take it and then
change their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to decline it. So it'll be the actual play, which was an incomplete pass by Luke Calvert here to the near side. So it should bring up, should be third down, Rick?
Yeah, third and about 15 for Center Grove.
Center Grove breaking huddle to the line of scrimmage. 8:43 left to play first quarter, no score between Center Grove and Ben Davis, and Coach Eric Moore calls a timeout.
Yeah, I think Coach Moore didn't like something that he saw whenever Center Grove was lining up for that play. You're always worried a little bit in situations like this where you're third and long. You want to make sure you don't do anything that causes a interception return for a touchdown or fumble, a sack or something like that. So he's going to take a little extra time to think about that.
Starting tonight for the Trojans offensively, the split end is Kyle Buchanan, tight end Nate Wozniak. On the offensive line, Mitch McKee, Nathan Croney, Alex Woods, Sam Hayes back in the lineup tonight, and Jacob Vance. The wingback is Connor Stapleton, fullback is Lane Morris, the halfback Logan Hudson, and again the starting quarterback is Luke Calvert. Defensively for the Ben Davis Giants up front, Deshaun Johnson, Trey Harney, Albert Williams, and Ben Willie. The linebackers are Brent Brown, mentioned his name quite a few times, Jordan Gibson along with Trey Tunstall and DJ Hendricks, and the secondary, O'Shea Hurd, Tony Allen, and Antonio Allen. Back to action. Center Grove going with three receivers here to the right side, one to the left. From the gun, underneath, they hit Hudson, and he gets back to the original line of scrimmage before he takes a big hit. Big hit by Tony Allen, junior defensive back, and it'll be well short of the first down. It'll be 4th and 10. Like I said, Hudson getting back to the original line of scrimmage. And we'll see Ben Wheeler for the first time tonight. And again, Rick, last year the Trojans had their first two punts blocked. Let's see how the Trojans do here on their first one tonight.
You always got to worry about the speed from the outside.
Center Grove blocked it extremely well. It's high punt to the sideline, but he punted it out of bounds. Not much yardage for Ben Wheeler. Again, what you don't want to do is punt it to their return men. Obviously, Ben Davis with great athletes, great speed, and great quickness. You just don't want to take that chance that they can return one for a big touchdown. And they're going to mark it, Rick, where at about the 32-yard line, Ben Davis territory.
Looks like about a 25, 26-yard punt. But, I mean, Center Grove moved the ball. First possession there, they got a first down. A little conservative on the third down, but we understand why. Like we talked about, you don't want to get in a situation where you turn the ball over and give Ben Davis a short field. So punted it off to Ben Davis, and now they're starting their second possession.
Center Grove defense looked very, very good on the opening drive. Passing play, incomplete pass. The receiver wasn't even ready or looking.
It's twice, really, that Kastner's thrown the ball. The first time that he threw to his back out of the backfield, he hadn't even turned his head. And right there, the receiver that they had out on a pattern, it's nice to see Josh Piper back there on defense as well. It was Piper with the coverage there.
Defensively tonight for the Trojans in the secondary, Mario Swan, Eddie Brickley. Also we'll see Alex Ackerman out there at the moment at cornerback. Linebackers, Michael Hanlon, Keegan McFatridge, Caleb Kelsheimer. Running play, the quarterback keeps it, gets it just short of the 40. He's down at the 39-yard line. On the defensive line tonight for the Trojans, Drew Ponder, Dylan Dallas, Damian Stone, Tyler Amaro.
And that was a good job by Kastner reading the defensive end Stone. Stone came in. It was sort of that spread read a little bit, and he faked the ball to Fogle, and that's who Stone hit. And Kastner pulled it out of his belly and carried it on for about a 7-yard gain. So that'll bring up third and about 3.
Kastner, most of his yardage through the air, but he can run the football. 3rd and 4 from the Ben Davis 39. He goes under center. Quick step, makes the pass. Big hit by Mario Swan. It's going to be short of the first down. Mario Swan, they're going to now rule it incomplete. He did not hang on. Mario Swan put on the big hit.
Well, Center Grove just baited him right there because they didn't have a guy on the slot receiver. He went out for a pattern. I think Kastner thought, oh, there's my pattern. That's my guy right there. He passed it to him. Swan came off of his man and delivered a major league hit like Swan has done this entire year. Knocked the ball out, incomplete pass, another punt for Ben Davis.
Swan leading tackler for the Trojans. 37 coming into tonight's ball game. Stedham in there to punt this away from his own 25-yard line. The Trojans back at the 20, and Dylan Dallas jumped on 4th and 4. This will be a first down. Dylan did that a couple of times against Carmel, and he does it here. He just over-anxious. And Coach Moore on the field, he's not happy with the call. He's trying to get a word with the official. I think he's saying Dylan backed off the line of scrimmage a yard or two, that he really did not get in the neutral zone, but they do call it, and it will be a first down for Ben Davis.
Well, those are mistakes right there that you cannot have to beat a top 2 team in the state of Indiana. And they were a little tricky with their things. They had their linemen up and then a hard count, and those guys went down, and Dallas went for the fake.
Kastner is sacked by Dallas. Best thing to do, come right back and make a big play. He's got 2 sacks tonight, 7 on the season.
Well, and you make a penalty like that costs your team a first down. That's the best thing you can do to keep those defensive coaches and Coach Moore off your back right there, is to make a fantastic play, and that's 2 sacks for Dallas. Big loss on the play right there, a loss of 9.
Back at the Ben Davis 35-yard line. Huge play by Dylan Dallas coming off the right side of the line. From shotgun formation on the delay, the Center Grove Trojans missed the tackle in the backfield. They wrap him up at the 40. Offensively tonight for the Ben Davis Giants, again, Kyle Kastner, the quarterback. Malcolm Fogel is their big playmaker on offense as far as catching and running the football. L.J. Gilden. Also, we'll see tonight Michael Beatty, Kendall Broom, Sean Boswell. Those are the receivers. Up front, Tim Leith, Kasha Wilder, Malik Biddle, Nick Bruce, Ryan Lawrence, and Justin Brandon is the tight end. 3rd and 14 from the Giant 41. Passing play, it is incomplete. His receiver stopped on it.
He did stop. Fogel stopped.
Fogel might have been open down the sideline, but he did not continue on with his passing route. So that's a break for the Center Grove Trojans.
Yeah,
so, Rick, it's 4th and 14.
Good pass right there by Kastner. He had Fogel down the sidelines, and Fogel just stopped his pattern. Ball ended up going about a yard in front of him. And a good job by Center Grove's defense of responding after that penalty gave Ben Davis another set of downs.
Stedham will punt again from his own territory back at the 25. This will be the 3rd punt tonight for Stedham. He's averaging right around 31 yards per punt. This one's returnable by Ackerman. He's to the 30 and twists it to the turf just short of the 35 at the 34. So up to this point, Rick, neither team has gotten the ball, I don't believe, across the 50-yard line.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin, but good play by Ackerman right there. It's very important, and Ted talks about it all the time, how important it was for him to come up and receive that ball. If he backs off, that ball's going to probably end up inside the 15-yard line for Center Grove. But by fielding it on the 22, he gets it up past the 30 and gives Center Grove good field position again.
James Jackson with the tackle for Ben Davis. Center Grove will set up shop from their own 34 on the bootleg pass. Underneath, Lane Morris had it in the hands, but can't corral it. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, those are passes that you got to catch. A fantastic job of running a bootleg with Calvert. Calvert put it out there maybe a touch high, but Morris should have been able to come down with that pass. It would have been a gain of probably 6 or 7 on the play.
Morris has been very effective out of the backfield this season for the Trojans. Lane has 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 through the air. Logan Hudson sprints it outside, tries to find an opening, do a little shake and bake, and he's taken down at the 40. About 4 yards short of a first down, but a very effective run by the junior Logan Hudson.
Yeah, good job by Hudson. He got a good block on the outside to seal the corner by Stapleton, his running back, and he made a nice little move to cut the ball up. It's going to be very important tonight. You're not going to outrun Ben Davis around the outside, so very good job by Hudson to cut that ball up to get an additional 2 or 3 yards and bring up a manageable 3rd down here for Center Grove.
3rd and 4, the call. Off right tackle, not much there for Lane Morris. He is short of the first down. He got back to the line of scrimmage, so we'll see Ben Wheeler most likely and the punting unit for the 2nd time tonight. But right now, Coach Moore has not made the call, and now here comes the punting unit.
Well, and that one got blown up by a defensive line. Fantastic job by Ben Davis. They had two guys in the backfield right where Lane Morris was running the belly or the trap play right there. They were able to get at his feet, and he couldn't move his legs and stopped him on third down.
Very good punt by Ben Wheeler. Drives the return man back to the 15. Now Center Grove has to do a job here and get the block or the tackle. Now they throw the flag. There was an illegal block, a block in the back. The referee was a little late throwing the flag, but it is going to be a
late throwing that flag.
But it will come back. It's thrown back at around the 16, 17-yard line. It was Mario Swan that got blocked in the back, so this one will come back.
Well, and that's a big penalty right there. Because that ball is going to be inside the 15, maybe inside the 10-yard line for Ben Davis. I don't like when referees are talking about the penalty. It's either a penalty or it's not. You can't have somebody overrule it who's 40 yards away from the play, and that's what they're talking about right now.
Still having a discussion at midfield about this penalty. And again, from our vantage point, Swan was hit in the back with an illegal block. Again, the rule of thumb on that, you got to keep the helmet in front of the shoulder, and it appeared the Ben Davis player had his helmet on the backside of his shoulder pad, and they make the call. It is against Ben Davis.
It was close. I mean, it wasn't a blatant. He absolutely pushed him in the back, and it was clear. I mean, his helmet was close to being, but it was in the back of Swan right around his shoulder, and like I said, big penalty right there because Ben Davis, instead of getting the ball near the 50-yard line on a nice return, instead will have the ball inside the 10-yard line to start this drive.
So, Rick, so far it's been a lot of defense. 3 punts for Ben Davis and 2 by Center Grove.
Yeah, I think Ben Davis got 1 first down. That was by penalty, and Center Grove's got 1 first down.
This will be half the distance to the goal line. They'll drop it inside the 10 down at the 7-yard line. So Ben Davis operating from its own 7. 4:05 to play here in the opening quarter. No score between number 5 Center Grove and number 2 Ben Davis. Kastner, sophomore quarterback, under center. With the pitch, halfback pass. He's got a man. He's open, and he dropped it. He juggled it at the 45 and dropped it. Mario Swan had been beaten, but Mario did catch up and made the tackle at midfield. However, the receiver could not hang on. Was that Fogel?
Fogel was the one on the pass. Michael Beatty, 5'11", junior wide receiver, was the one who it got off of his fingertips. But what a gutsy call right there by Coach Kitchener. You got the ball inside your 7-yard line. He goes with the halfback pass, and Fogel could not have thrown that out there any better. Ball was on the fingertips, and he juggled it, and Swan was able to knock it away.
Quick pass, complete to the far sideline. Swan with the quick tackle at the 12. No yards after the catch. Again, Mario Swan, great closing speed.
Yeah, on that pass, they went right back to Beatty. They got a nice, a pretty decent spot on that. I didn't think he was past the 10 or 11-yard line. They marked it at about the 12-yard line, but that'll bring up 3rd and 6 for Center Grove on defense.
Ball at the Ben Davis 12, a quick snap. Kastner, the quarterback, keeps it. He picks up the first down. He's down to the 20-yard line. Center Grove was not ready. The right defensive end was not ready. He didn't have his head turned around, and they snapped the football.
That's what the coaches on the sidelines are very disappointed in. That's the exact situation where if you keep them pinned back there and make them punt from their own end zone, you completely change the field possession game right there, and Center Grove was not ready. Ben Davis came up to the line of scrimmage and was able to get a first down on the run.
Ball at the Giant 20-yard line. No score between Center Grove and Ben Davis. Screen pass and a big hit by Mario Swan at the 25. He hung on.
Wow, he's down too.
Calhoun caught the ball, turned around, and Mario Swan with just a bone-jarring tackle.
Yeah, and he had to come out of the game. He got up, and I think he was seeing a bunch of different things. Another big hit by Swan, but a good first down play by Ben Davis. They picked up 5 on that.
Calhoun with the 5-yard reception. 2nd and 5, ball at the Ben Davis 25. Now from shotgun formation, Kastner, the quarterback, gets outside and runs out of bounds. Close to a first down, and it looks like he may have enough yardage.
Yeah, I think they're going to be about 2 yards shy here,
Okay,
Kevin.
he stepped out 2 yards prior, so it'll be marked at the 28. So it'll be 3rd and 2.
Another big possession right here, another big third down by Center Grove. You want to keep them backed up here so you get decent field position whenever they punt the ball. So a big third down by Center Grove. Ben Davis is going to end up calling a timeout here because their clock's under 10, play clock.
Giants take a timeout. 2:45 to play here in the opening quarter. So far, Rick, it's been a lot of great defense, as we expected. And special teams will play a big part in tonight's ball game. Again, that's where you maybe gain some field position, whether it's a good return or a good punt. But right now, both teams playing extremely well defensively.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. And we knew what kind of defense Ben Davis had coming in and how Center Grove would have to work to move the ball. Very important for Center Grove's defense to continue to work hard, continue to get off the field on third downs and keep Ben Davis from getting the big plays. What Coach Moore was talking about in the pregame was you do not want them to get a 70, 80-yard touchdown run or pass or something like that. You want to make them go on long drives, make them go on 8 to 12-play drives, which is very difficult for any high school team to do.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Winterwood Mortgage, your hometown mortgage company, supporting your hometown Trojans. Call today, 800-888-1135, or online at winterwood.net. Winterwood Mortgage. Back to action. Giants faced with a 3rd and 2 from their own 28-yard line. Running play off left tackle. The Giants have the first down and a whole lot more up to the 42-yard line. Good run by Calhoun. What's interesting, I look at my two deeps, and I do not have Calhoun on my two deeps. But I do know Jamie Aiken, one of their starting running backs, is out tonight due to an injury. So I'm wondering if this young man is replacing him tonight.
Yeah, and it looked like Center Grove had the right defense dialed up there. They did a run blitz by Sears, and he went just by the running back. If he tackles him, he's in the backfield for a loss.
Kastner rolls out of the pocket, fires, has a completion at the Center Grove 45 and down to the 40. Michael Beatty with the reception. He's a junior. That's the best passing play we've seen tonight by Kastner. 16 yards on the completion.
Well, and that all started with the offensive line. They gave him a lot of time back there to throw, and it doesn't matter who you are. As a quarterback, you're going to be able to throw and find your guys, and it's hard for the defensive backfield and linebackers to cover guys for a long period of time. And right there, it was all the Ben Davis offensive line who gave Kastner enough time.
Kendall Broom splits out here to the left side, two receivers to the right. One man now coming in motion here to the near side is Boswell. On the play action, pass is complete to Boswell. He's inside the 25, wrapped up just short of the 20.
Number 5, Michael Sutton.
They're going to put that to Sutton, I do believe. PA, yeah, it is Boswell. The PA announcer made a mistake. It is Sean Boswell, junior wide receiver.
Yeah, and right now Ben Davis is moving the ball. A couple very nice passes by Kastner. He's getting enough time to throw, and he's finding receivers. Last two passes have covered about 30 yards or so, and now Ben Davis has the ball inside the 25-yard line.
First time the Giants have had the ball into Center Grove territory tonight. Minute 25 to play here in the opening quarter. No score. Kastner from shotgun formation runs it here to the left side. Has a running lane. He's to the 10, to the 5, and pushed out of bounds by Ackerman. He's down to the 4-yard line. Picks up the first down to be first and goal. And again, very good job by Ben Davis blocking, creating a running lane for him all the way to the 4. A 19-yard pickup for Kastner.
Yeah, and he's been very impressive on this drive, both passing the ball and running the ball. He's ran for 2 or 3 first downs, and he's passed for a couple as well. He took a decent shot right there, so I'd would expect right now he's probably going to hand the ball off to Fogle.
Fogle in the backfield. They got 3 running backs. Fogle takes the pitch. He looks for the end zone. A big hit at the 1.
He's got it.
Touchdown, Malcolm Fogle. So Ben Davis strikes first on a 4-yard touchdown run by Malcolm Fogle. He's a senior with 1:18 left to play here in the first quarter.
Very impressive drive by Ben Davis right there. They started on their own 7-yard line, and we go back to the 2 third downs that Center Grove had back there, especially the one that was 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, where Center Grove was not ready on defense. And once Ben Davis got rolling, then they moved the ball down the field pretty easily.
Bryce Phelps, extra point kick is good. So 7-0, Ben Davis leads Center Grove. Again, 1:18 left to play here in the opening quarter. Well done by the sophomore quarterback. Some nice passing, but also did a good job running the football as well. Again, talking to Coach DeLuna this week, the Center Grove defensive coordinator, he said Ben Davis will try to confuse with multiple formations. They'll run I formation, they'll run some spread, they'll do the option, whether it's from shotgun formation or underneath the center, but they will show you a lot of different looks just trying to confuse your defense.
Well, and right there, it was very impressive, and you're right, Kevin. It was all Kastner on that drive. I think a couple running plays by guys that weren't Kastner, including the touchdown. But, I mean, Kastner moved the ball with his legs. He probably had 25, 30 yards of rushing on that drive, and then he had 2 or 3 very nice passes that picked up a good chunk of yardage as well. But a 93-yard drive by Ben Davis right there, and it'll be important for Center Grove to respond right here.
Fogle, now 6 touchdowns rushing on the season. Phelps to kick off a line drive in the direction of Logan Hudson, goes into the end zone for a touchback.
You always worry, Kevin, about playing against a team that has such an outstanding defense. You have to make sure you don't get behind by a couple touchdowns, because a team that's only given up 7 or 8 points a game, to get down by a couple touchdowns might mean a long road ahead for you for the rest of the night. So hopefully Center Grove can move the ball right in back and respond after that touchdown by Ben Davis.
1:18 left to play, opening quarter here at Ben Davis. 7-0, Giants lead the Trojans. Running play off the right side. Lane Morris now cuts it back to the middle. Solid yardage for the junior fullback, Lane Morris. Take it down at the 26-yard line. Picks up 6.
Yeah, great run right there by Morris. He hit the hole and he picked up a good 6 yards, which is exactly the kind of first down play that you have to have against Ben Davis.
Wiley with the tackle for the Giants. Next running play, trying to go up the gut again. Nothing there this time for Lane Morris. Tripped up at the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard, and that's it.
Well, and the thing about Ben Davis, you look at their defensive line, it is not big. I mean, you're not talking about the big guys that Warren Central throws out at you, it seems like every year. They got a couple 300-pounders. But what you do have with Ben Davis is just speed. I mean, speed across the board on that defense. The defensive line is stunning, and if you're not able to get off the ball and block them, they're going to be in your backfield.
3rd and 4 at the Trojan 26. Stapleton in motion, races to that far sideline, tries to turn it up. I think he's just going to be right at the sticks. Let's see if they get a favorable spot. If so, he'll get the first down. They're going to put it right at the 30, Rick.
Oh, wow.
They're saying right now 4th down. They're not even going to measure.
Well,
now they will.
The nose of the ball is on the 30. That's where the first down is, since we started on the 20. So I don't know how you can measure if the nose of the ball is on the 30-yard line. There's your measurement. Center Grove started on the 20 after the touchback. I guess they have it's the end of the first quarter, so they have all between quarters to talk about it.
So that concludes the opening quarter, and again, they should give it a measure, I would believe, before they actually put the football at the other end of the field. We'll keep it right here and see what the officials decide to do. They're on that far hash mark where the ball is. I think they're trying to eye it at this moment, but now they bring out the chain gang to give it a measure. So we'll keep it right here to see if the Trojans picked up the first down. Stapleton with the run, picked up 4 yards, but did he get enough to get that point of the football across? And he does. First down, Center Grove.
I mean, maybe we didn't have very good of a view right there, Kevin, but good first down by Center Grove.
And that will wrap up the first quarter here at Ben Davis. The Giants, number 2 in the state, leading number 5 Center Grove 7-0. We'll take a break. This is Center Grove Trojan football.
For just 2% of a typical school's budget, high school sports give us plenty of energy and excitement. For just 2%, they also give us young people whose leadership and commitment to excellence will pay big dividends in our community for years to come. 2%, that's one investment we can all feel good about. High school sports, pure spirit, pure sport, pure launching pad for life.
Whether you are looking for a low-maintenance community in a luxurious wooded setting such as Sycamore Ridge, the breathtaking views and rolling landscapes of Kensington Grove, the gently rolling hills and convenience of Calvert Farms, the intimate luxury setting of Claiborne, site of the 2006 Homerama, or the private gated communities of Persimmon Woods or Whitetail Woods, Duke Homes has a community to fit your needs. For information about all that Duke Homes and Duke Communities have to offer, visit DukeHomes.com.
After one complete at Ben Davis High School, the Center Grove Trojans trailed the Ben Davis Giants 7-0. Rick Embry, very impressive opening quarter, a lot of great defense. The Giants were able to put together a nice drive. Vogel, their star running back, finds the end zone to put his team in front, 7-0.
Yeah, that was a very impressive drive by Ben Davis.
Trojans, new set of downs to begin things here in the second quarter. Connor Stapleton picks up 1 yard off the left side of the line. Tough 1 yard. Again, for this Ben Davis Giants defense, they're a gambling defense. Like you mentioned, Rick, fast, they're quick, they're physical. Not that big, but they will come at you with multiple blitz packages throughout the night. So they'll guess right a lot of times and make you look bad. But if Center Grove guesses right, they can make Ben Davis look bad.
Well, and that's what Coach Siderwitz talked about, is if you can get past that initial line of scrimmage, because they're just hugging the line of scrimmage, daring Center Grove to throw the ball.
Passing play, and it is picked off by Antonio Allen. Calvert looking for the big fella, Nate Wozniak, and Allen jumped in front of the pass and picked it off.
Well, and if Luke would have had a little bit more time, he had Stapleton going right down the middle of the field, and he was past the safeties. He could have hung that up there for Stapleton, but with the speed that you have in that Ben Davis backfield, you cannot hang the ball up right there, and a big turnover by Center Grove.
Coach Moore said in the pregame show, Allen may be the best defensive player that he has ever seen since coming to Center Grove, and Allen stepped in front, picked that one off. Gives the Giants great field position at the Trojan 32 in front, 7-0. The Center Grove defense has to come up big now. McFatridge on the tackle on Fogel. Fogel drags him across the 30 down to the 29.
Very important possession by Center Grove's defense. Like we talked about, you can't afford to go down by 14 points or more against Ben Davis with as tough as their defense is. A big stand right here for Center Grove.
Also Drew Ponder on the tackle. 2nd and 6. Football at the Trojan 29. Shotgun formation. Quick pass here to the near side. It is complete. Center Grove flying to the football. Tackle made at the 25-yard line, just short of the first down. Beatty with the reception.
Yeah, and right now so far for Kastner, we talked about his 11 interceptions on the year, but most of the passes that he's thrown so far have been very, very safe, very conservative passes. And when you have the speed that Ben Davis does, you can throw that little out pattern and get 4 or 5 yards, and that's what they did right there.
Tyler Amaro with the tackle. 3rd and 3 at the Trojan 25. Big play for the Center Grove defense. 3 receivers to the left, 1 running back. Kastner, the quarterback, tries to race outside, looking for the first down, and he is stacked up. I don't think he got enough for the first down, but Rick, are they in 4-down territory? They've got a couple of great field goal kickers.
They're hustling up the line of scrimmage as well. Center Grove needs to get ready.
Jump offside. You got to watch the hard count. It's going to be 4th and a couple. Some movement on the offensive line. Flag comes out. Penalty against Ben Davis, and now this changes things, you would think.
Yeah,
4th and 7. Again, they have a short range field goal kicker in Phelps. And then Stedham, he's a soccer player. He can kick the long ones. He's kicked a 50-yarder already this year, and the football in that far left hash mark at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, that's a tough angle, though, Kevin, and that's a 46-yard field goal attempt right here. And while he's kicked a long one, that's a tough angle and a tough attempt by Ben Davis, but they're going for the field goal.
Do believe that's Stedham from the left hash, 46-yard field goal attempt. Plenty of leg. Does he get it between the uprights? It looks
left.
No good. To the left. Plenty of leg, Rick, but missed it to the left.
Great stand right there by Center Grove. A huge possession for them to keep Ben Davis off the board after they take over on the 30-yard line inside of Center Grove territory.
That was Sterling Stedham. He's their long-range field goal kicker. Tried a 46-yarder and missed it to the left, so the Trojans will have the football now at its own 20-yard line. That's the deal in high school football. When you kick a field goal and it actually reaches the end zone, it acts as a touchback, so that's why the ball is now moved to the Trojan 20-yard line. Handoff, first time tonight. Outside, Alex Lucas. We saw him run a couple of times last week against Lawrence North, and he gets his first run of the night, and it's a good one.
And what's so tough about that Ben Davis defense, Kevin, is right there. Alex Lucas was outside. He got the corner, and in other games we've played this year, once he gets that corner, he basically has to make one guy miss, and he's probably gone. But Ben Davis's cornerbacks, their safeties, especially Antonio Allen, he closed so fast right there, and he limited it to, we still got 8 yards, but in the past games this year, that could be a 70-yard touchdown right there.
2nd and 2. Lucas picking up 8 yards. Allen on the tackle. Another running play. Alex Lucas picks up the first down. Alex Lucas, the junior, making his presence known immediately. 2 carries. Very impressive.
Well, we remember him last year. He had a couple of huge games where we were talking about him, talking about like a human bowling ball. He's just he's fast, but he's a little bit smaller, but he's more bulky, and he's able to get a couple very nice runs for Center Grove.
Jordan Gibson with the tackle on Lucas. New set of downs here for Center Grove, and this time they wrap up the ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage. That's Lucas, not able to get anything on that play. Just no opening there that time for Lucas.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if we see Coach Moore right here maybe dial up a bootleg, maybe a drag pattern across the side. You've had Ben Davis now. They've ran 2 or 3 straight plays to the left side of Center Grove has. It wouldn't surprise me to try a little misdirection here.
Trey Harney.
Or shotgun, wow.
On that defensive line with the tackle. Shotgun formation for Calvert. Luke Calvert rolls to his right, throws it as he slammed to the turf. Calvert's okay. Incomplete pass.
That's the best thing that could have happened with that play. I think Logan Hudson was initially the intended receiver, and he was covered very well. And Calvert kind of floated it out there a little bit right before he took a huge hit in the backfield, and luckily it got to the ground for an incompletion, but it'll bring up 3rd and long for Center Grove.
Yeah, Calvert took a big hit from Albert Williams. He's a junior defensive lineman, 6'2", 264 pounds.
Not very big, right, Kevin? Isn't that what I said a while ago?
Wow.
He's not 300, but that's still a pretty big boy.
3rd and 12, Alex Lucas, running play. Oh, almost got the first down. Tripped up at the 41, just about a yard or 2 short of the first down. Antonio Allen came in like Troy Polamalu and just took him out at the legs. And Center Grove going for it on 4th and 4. They go right back to Lucas.
He didn't get it.
He did not get it. Flagged down.
And there's a holding.
If it's holding, they'll decline it, and there'll be a turnover on downs, and Ben Davis will take control. But Center Grove, a gutsy call by Eric Moore on 4th and 4 from the Trojan 41, going for the first down, held short. It is holding against Center Grove, so it will be Ben Davis football.
Yeah, that was a gutsy call, and it looked like Alex Lucas was going to have that first down easily, and all of a sudden here comes Antonio Allen out of nowhere, and he delivered a pop about a half a yard shy of the first down, and Ben Davis will now take over on downs. another big possession. They put the defense in a tough position again inside their own territory on the 41, 42-yard line. So another big possession for the Center Grove defense with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Grafton Peak Catering. Grafton Peak Catering is your one-stop shop for an outstanding wedding and reception, corporate function, or special events. Visit all 5 of their local venues or online at graftonpeak.com or call Jason at 317-557-8377. Kastner from the gun.
Oh, he's still trying to get the ball out.
Wow, Center Grove with a huge play. Keith Sears on a blitz. Nails the quarterback and the running back simultaneously, eventually making the tackle.
Oh, wow.
On the running back.
What a spot they got there. I mean, that ball should have been a good 3 or 4 yards deeper than what they put right there, and they're saying forward progress, but what Ben Davis was doing was Kastner was trying to pull the ball out. He was trying to keep the ball himself, and so both of them had possession while Sears was tackling the running back in the backfield.
That could have been at least a 10-yard loss. They were going to say it's a 5-yard loss, and Coach Moore is beside himself. Passing play, it is incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd and 15. Coach Moore still is hot. Again, they did not blow the whistle immediately, so forward progress, when did it actually stop? When you blow the whistle.
Yeah, and they were running that little a quarterback read play, and Kastner, as soon as Sears blitzed and had the running back, he was trying to pull it back out so he could run it himself, and so they were still sort of holding it together both and going backwards, continuing to lose yards, and Ben Davis got a fantastic spot on that.
3rd and 15 at the Trojan 48-yard line. I formation, 2 receivers here to the near side. Kastner, play action, throws it deep, and he overthrew his receiver. Good coverage by Donovan Bowling. Michael Beatty, the intended receiver, but Bowling was with him step for step, and Kastner, great arm, overthrew him.
Yeah, fantastic hold again by Center Grove's defense. Now you got to make sure you don't jump offside. Make sure you don't get a silly penalty like roughing the kicker or something like that. You're going to get the ball back. More than likely, you're going to get it inside your own 20-yard line.
Stedham will kick from his own 37-yard line. Center Grove will set up at the 10 to return this one. It's high, wobbly to the sideline, out of bounds.
Big time. That should be about the 35 at the best. They're looking more. Oh, he's got to keep coming.
Waiting for the official, spot by the official. He's still walking down the sideline. He'll stop at about what, Rick? The 38-yard line. So the Trojans will have the ball at their own 38.
Nothing like a 10-yard punt, Kevin.
10-yard punt.
That's just a huge momentum shifter right there. Center Grove gets the ball back now.
Handoff near side. Who else? Alex Lucas, very effective on the last series of downs for the Trojans. Picks up some good yardage here to the near side.
Well, and I think Coach Moore and Coach Siderwitz has something they like right there. The last few times that Alex Lucas has carried the ball around the left side, he's been able to turn the corner, get the corner peeled, and picked up good yardage right there. They picked up 5, maybe 6 on first down.
Lucas picks up 5 yards. Tackle made by Tony Allen. Running play, Lane Morris.
It's going to be close.
Stumbles close to the first down marker. Very, very close. Nate Wozniak a little slow getting up. He appears to be okay.
First down.
First down, Center Grove. Trojans on the move. Ball at their own 48. I tell you, Alex Lucas, the junior, has got this Center Grove offense inspired.
Well, and a couple plays like that where you actually get those sweet plays around the ends open up, then what that does is it opens up the belly plays. It opens up so much more of your offense whenever those are working.
New set of downs, handoff.
He slipped.
Tried to turn it up, Lucas, and as he went to turn it up, slipped on the turf. Loses 1 yard. 2nd and 11 at the Trojan 47.
Yeah, and Lucas did a good job of reading the defensive end there. for Ben Davis. I think Ben Wiley, he got up the field, and when you see those numbers as a running back, you're taught to cut it up. And when Lucas went to cut, his feet went out from under him. So unfortunately, a loss of 1.
4:40 to play here in the first half. It's 7-0. Ben Davis in front. Giants scored in the first quarter. Passing play.
Oh, he's got
Logan Hudson wide open to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
Great play action.
Tip your hat to Coach Eric Moore. He suckered that Ben Davis defense in, and Logan Hudson was wide open. He was open by 15 to 20 yards.
Oh, fantastic job. They'd run that. Luke Calvert, great play action play right there. We just talked about that the last possession. Connor Stapleton was open going down the middle, so they saw something they liked on that previous possession up here in the press box. Fantastic job of communicating that down to the field, and Coach Moore dialed that up for a touchdown.
Extra point kick. Good snap, good hold. The kick by Wheeler is good. We're tied at 7 apiece with 4:28 to play here in the second quarter between number 5 Center Grove and number 2 Ben Davis. And again, what a play by the Center Grove Trojans on play action. Luke Calvert throws a strike to Logan Hudson. That's the first touchdown receiving for Logan Hudson this year, and for Calvert, that is his 5th touchdown through the air.
And a little something different for Center Grove. You don't see that very often, but what they've had on those last 2 times when that guy has been open is that's coming out of the wingback position. So they're putting Alex Lucas in motion, and then they're actually taking the halfback. Logan Hudson went out of the backfield, went pretty much straight down the field. You had a receiver out on both sidelines, but the middle of the field was wide open, and they got behind Antonio Allen and the other safety. And like Kevin, like you said, he was open by 15, 20 yards. Great pass by Calvert. Hudson got it on about the 30, and no one was catching him.
I was just trying to find the flag here, Rick, just to see if there's any kind of wind, and there's no wind at the moment. Ben Wheeler has that ability to kick it to the end zone. His opening kickoff in the game went all the way to the half-yard line. Let's see if they'll do anything different with this kickoff. Will they squib it? Will they try to go deep or onside? He tries to go deep with it. It's going to be short of the end zone, taken from just the half-yard line again. To the 15 and 20. Center Grove special teams did a great job. Taken down at the 25-yard line. The Center Grove Trojans, Ackerman, did a great job with the tackle, and the Trojans stayed in their running lanes like you're supposed to and made the play.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. Ackerman was on the outside left here, and he did a good job of not going for a little stutter step fake where Ben Davis runner wanted to get outside, and he tackled him. Now the momentum has definitely shifted out to Center Grove's way after 2 huge defensive stops by the inside their own 30-yard line in the first case, 45-yard line the second case, and then came back with a big offensive play.
Kastner under center, pitches it back to Fogle, the playmaker for Ben Davis. He takes a big hit on that far sideline, picks up a couple.
Yeah, but Center Grove did a good job of stringing that out. Number 47, John Deaver, did a fantastic job of stringing that out on Fogle and gave the defensive backs and Mario Swan enough time to close on that and only gain 2 or 3.
3 yards for Fogle. Mario Swan with the big hit. Football at the Ben Davis 28-yard line. 4:13 to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7 apiece. Ben Davis scored in the first quarter, and Center Grove just moments ago on a 53-yard touchdown pass to Hudson. Pass is complete across the middle to Boswell in the open field to the 50 and wrestled down at the 45-yard line. Boswell found a seam. A little bit of a high pass from Kastner, but Boswell did a great job, went up, grabbed it, and then yards after catch gets it to the Trojan 44-yard line.
Yeah, big play by Ben Davis. They were a little bit on their heels after being stopped a couple times, but Kastner found Boswell across the middle. Like you said, Kevin, high pass. Boswell brought it down, got a good block from his other wide receiver, and picked up 35 on that.
Keith Sears with the tackle. Good to see Josh Piper back in there for the Trojans tonight at safety.
Another
pass
drop.
Dropped. He was open, maybe heard some footsteps, but I think more than anything, Beatty just took off before he caught it.
Yeah, and that's 2 drops by Beatty, one on a big halfback pass that they had earlier. But the other thing you got to, you can talk about drops or hearing footsteps, but if you've been hit by Mario Swan a couple times like Beatty has, you are definitely turning your head, and you got looking to see what's coming on the hit there, and he dropped the ball.
2nd and 10 at the Trojan 44. Inside handoff. Nope. Kastner faked it. Is that Dimitri Wilson?
Big Dimitri, 77.
Wow, Dimitri Wilson submarines him. He comes in low and just chopped at the quarterback, Kastner.
He's limping right now, too. Kastner is.
Dimitri Wilson, he's only 265 pounds. Wow, what a play by Wilson.
Well, and a fantastic job of reading, and we thought when Kastner pulled the ball back, he saw an opening, and Dimitri Wilson just came low and cut his legs out from under him, and Kastner still limping a little bit. 3rd and long for Ben Davis.
3rd and 12 is the call. 3 minutes left to play here in the first half. We're tied at 7 apiece. From the gun, he looks left, now comes to his right. Screen pass, it is complete, and Center Grove, they stop him. Short of the first down, Dylan Dallas.
What a fantastic individual play. Oh, and a holding call.
Dallas will have to come off. He lost his helmet on the play. A flag down all the way back at the Ben Davis 39-yard line.
So what do you do here, Kevin?
It's going to be, what,
fourth and probably
about
7.
6 or 7, or do you march them back and give them another opportunity on 3rd down?
They're moving them back.
Coach DeLuna says, take it back. Again, you want yardage, and you want field position, so I think that's what Center Grove's doing here. Take them back, and it'll be a 3rd down over again, but it's going to be a 3rd, and we'll see. We'll march it off first.
I thought that was from the
flag.
The
flag. It needs to be where the flag is. If it's not from the flag, then forget about it. It will go to 4th down. The flag is back at the Ben Davis 39. It's a spot foul. You mark it off from where the flag is.
I'm confused here.
Unless he threw the flag 10, 20 yards from the spot of the foul. I don't know if Center Grove wants this penalty. They're basing it on where that flag was thrown. Coach Moore wants an explanation from the referee. I don't know if Coach Moore can go back the other way and say, no, let's go back to 4th down now.
Well, they're not changing it. Huh.
Throw your flag better. You throw the flag where the holding occurred,
exactly.
And that's where you march it off from. So it's going to be 3rd and 22 from the Ben Davis 44.
Screen.
Middle screen.
Uh-oh.
To Malcolm Fogel. He's in the open field, and he gets it to the Center Grove 42-yard line, 8 yards shy of the first down.
Gained
Mario
about 2.
Swan with the tackle.
Good job by Swan over there. I said uh-oh because they had a blocker out there on Swan and nobody else, and if that wide receiver is able to block Swan, he might still be running into the end zone. But fantastic job of fighting that block off. It'll be 4th down for Ben Davis. Center Groves needs to make sure that they don't jump offside again or have too many players.
4th and 6 at the Trojan 41. Stedham in there to punt this one away. Last punt not very good. This one wobbly. A fair catch. Inside the 15 at the 13. Ackerman doing a good job. Stuck his nose up there. Called for the fair catch. And they'll mark it at the 15-yard line. They gave him 2 yards. Looked like he fair caught it at the 13. They'll spot it at the 15.
Yeah, another good job by Ackerman. We talked about this. If he doesn't field that ball probably bounces inside the 5-yard line for Center Grove. But instead, he runs up there, fair catches it. Fantastic job. They get the ball. Referees are having a hard time. I don't know if we got the NFL replacement refs that are back down at high school or what's going on.
They got some free time.
Wow, they're struggling.
Ball at the Trojan 15, tied at 7 apiece. Alex Lucas, he cuts it back. He's to the 20. Reaches out for the 21. They'll spot him at the 20. 5-yard pickup for Alex Lucas. Again, you just got to get some productive yards on first down, and that's what he did. 5-yard gain.
Very important as well right here, Kevin, to hold on to the ball. And you got about a minute and a half. A first down would be huge because if they go to 3rd down here, Ben Davis is probably going to use some timeouts.
DJ Hendricks with the tackle. Logan Hudson darts to the far sideline. He has the first down, run out of bounds just short of the 30 or right at the 30. He may have stepped out a little bit before the 30.
First out of bounds, number 27.
Regardless, first down, Center Grove.
The other thing to keep in mind is that I believe it's Center Grove's ball to start the second half. I think Wheeler kicked off to Ben Davis to start the game. So very important right now for Center Grove to take care of the ball. Do not turn the ball over here the last possession. If you're able to move the ball and pick up some points, that's a bonus.
Move the chains. A minute 20 to play. Alex Lucas, difficult yards. He pounds it to the 31-yard line. Picks up 4 yards.
Well, and you got to compliment the Center Grove offensive line. You talk about such an impressive defense, but Center Grove has been blocking and blocking hard until the whistle. You hope, we talked about small and fast, you hope that some of those big bodies on the offensive line for Center Grove is able to wear down a little bit of the Ben Davis defense in the second half.
2nd and 5. Down to 45 seconds. Calvert play action on the boot. Wozniak completed at the 50 to the 45, 40, taken down inside the 40. Stop the clock, move the chains. Center Grove may want to take a timeout. Coach Moore says, let's hustle to the line of scrimmage. Let's go, boys.
That's
36 seconds to play here in the first half. The Trojans are wanting to get into field goal range if they cannot score a touchdown.
Chain gang's taking their time here.
You got to wait for the chain gang. Can't start the clock until they're in place. Calvert spikes the ball, stopping the clock with 34 seconds. Again, Ben Wheeler, he is 1 of 1 on field goals this year. His long, 35. That was against Terre Haute North. Of course, sloppy field conditions that day, very muddy on a grass field, but we know Ben can kick it 40, maybe 50-some yards. He's got a great leg.
Yeah, he probably needs about 20 yards here to be in good, comfortable field goal range. That takes you to about a 37-yarder. Center Grove's got, I believe, 2 timeouts left, Kevin, in the half, and need to be able to just pick up about 20 yards to get in field goal range.
Ball is at the Ben Davis 40. Play action looking for Buchanan on the out pattern. It is complete at the 31-yard line.
They might use one here.
Clock is going. Coach Moore calls a timeout. Stops the clock with 25 seconds. Ball is at the left hash at the 31-yard line, and it'll be about a 48-yard field goal at this point.
Yeah, and what I could see Coach Moore doing right here, you're about 3rd and 2. I could see him running a running play real quick, get the ball, get the first down, spike it again, and then be able to throw maybe 1 or 2 passes. You still got your timeout left. Try to pick up about another 10 yards to get in good field goal range for Wheeler. What a huge possession it would be for Center Grove to be able to get in field goal range and to get some points here on this drive after you started on the 15-yard line with about a minute 40 to go in this half. Ben Davis is a little bit back on their heels a little bit on defense, and it's really started with some of that play-action passing. I'm sure when they're practicing, that's why when you look and you see 9 or 10 guys in the box, and that's what Ben Davis has had, just daring Center Grove to throw the ball, and Calvert's had some success in this second quarter.
Center Grove back on the field. Ball at the Ben Davis 31-yard line. 25 seconds to play here in the first half. Game tied at 7 apiece. Center Grove trying to get into field goal range. Hand off to Lucas. He's to the 25, trying to get out of bounds. Ben Davis, Thank you very much, Antonio Allen. He threw him out of bounds.
I was waiting on the ref to see if he was going to call him down by contact or forward progress and keep those chains moving, but instead he called him out of bounds. That's a big pickup right there for Center Grove. Gets it to the 26.
Saves a timeout.
Yep.
Allen, the 2 Allens, and then the defensive back players for Ben Davis both threw him out of bounds. That's a big help.
You've got 18.7 seconds on the clock. Probably time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Passing play. Calvert lobs it to the end zone. Buchanan caught it out of bounds, incomplete. He did catch it out of bounds.
We got guys fighting, got helmets getting ripped off. Wow, 93 and Alex Woods. And now the bad part is Alex Woods has got to come out for a play.
So they're making the center come out, which is a critical play because now you got to put in a replacement center. But Woods going back out on the field.
Yeah, he's not supposed to.
They said just go back out there.
93 on Ben Davis' side is the one that ripped it off. They've got 2 93s, so. But Center Grove needs to be very careful right here. You've got 11 seconds to go. You do have that timeout. Now what's going on?
I think the Ben Davis staff caught what they did, Center Grove, and sending Alex Woods back out there. They caught it, and the referees are going to make him come off the field. And then it looks like going back on the field for the Center Grove Trojans will be 56 Joey King. He's a 6', 185-pound junior center. So we got 11 seconds left to play here in the half. It's 2nd and 10 at the Ben Davis 26. Center Grove will take another shot here. This is a big deal, and you can bring in a new center cold.
Yeah, and I'm going to guess they're probably going to run the ball.
Running play, Alex Lucas cuts it up. He's to the 20.
Timeout.
Spins. He's down to the 18-yard line. He'll be on the left hash. Should be definitely now in field goal range for Ben Wheeler. He kicked the 35-yarder at Terre Haute North from the left hash mark. And this one will be from the left hash mark.
About a 37-yarder, it looks like, Kevin.
4 seconds left to play. First half. Center Grove will line up for a 37-yard field goal to try and take the lead. It's tied at 7 apiece here at Ben Davis. Again, it is so difficult to score against this Ben Davis team. They've only allowed, 8 points through 6 games on average.
Oh, and what a huge momentum booster this would be for Center Grove if they get points out of this. You know, he hits this field goal, you go running into the locker room just sky high after getting down 7-0, a couple big defensive stops. You're able to put up a big touchdown to tie the game, and now a big field goal to try to take the lead going into halftime.
Buchanan will hold at the 27-yard line. Matt Combs, sophomore, the long snapper. Ben Wheeler's ready. 37-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. The kick, plenty of leg. It looks good. It is good. Oh, they're going to say no good.
Wide left, I believe.
Oh, wide left. Got ahead of myself. Wow, look good from here. So the Trojans just missed it to the left. Great try by Ben Wheeler. So we go into the halftime locker room tied at 7 apiece between Center Grove and Ben Davis. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have the Ray Skillman Auto Group halftime show. This is Center Grove Trojan football.
Go south and save during Truck Month at Ray Skillman Southside Buick GMC Truck. Get discounts and rebates up to $13,000 on new Sierra truck. Or drive a new Sierra Z71 4x4 with PowerTech package for only $199 a month. Drive a new Terrain as low as $249 a month. Or a new Acadia, only $249 a month. Or get 0% financing up to 72 months. With over 600 new GMC trucks available, it's time to go pro at Ray Skillman Southside Buick GMC Truck.
And now a word from your friends from Floors to Go.
This is Joe Trester with Floors to Go here in Greenwood, Indiana. The store has been in business since 1976. We have a new building that has state-of-the-art products: carpet, hardwood, laminate floors, vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, ceramic tile, porcelain, bamboo.
The new Floors to Go has more room, more flooring products, and more deals per square foot.
Stay tuned for more from Floors to Go.
We're tied at 7 apiece here at Ben Davis High School between the 5th-ranked Center Grove Trojans and the 2nd-ranked Ben Davis Giants. Kevin Conrad, Rick Embry with you tonight, also getting some assistance from Mike Combs spotting for us tonight. Ted Kitchell tonight off in Chicago. It's been a great one, as expected. Tied at 7 apiece. Ben Davis scored a touchdown in the first quarter. The Trojans put up a big score in the second quarter, and Center Grove had a chance with 4 seconds left in the first half to kick a 37-yard field goal and just missed it a little bit to the left. And Rick Embry, one thing I did notice, we're still here just a few minutes before we start the third quarter, that both field goal kickers for Center Grove, Ben Wheeler, and then Phelps and Stedham for Ben Davis came out early from the locker room to work on field goals from that 30 to 40 range. So, again, this game may come down to a field goal situation.
Yeah, it kind of looked like an NFL game where those specialists come out about 5 or 6 minutes before the rest of the team to get their kicking in. And you're right, Kevin, it could come down to that whenever you got two evenly matched teams.
Center Grove will return to begin things here in the second half. Tonight's game being brought to you by Winterwood Mortgage, your hometown mortgage company supporting your hometown Trojans. Call today, 800-888-1135, or online at winterwood.net. That's Winterwood Mortgage. Grafton Peak Catering offers 5 local event venues and will be happy to cater at your location too. Along with food catering, Grafton Peak can provide your entertainment, tents, chairs, power, and more. To learn more, visit online at graftonpeak.com.
Kicking off for the Giants, number 18,
Sterling Stedham will kick off the second half. He kicked one to the end zone in the first half, and he does it again to begin the second half. A touchback. Center Grove will have the football at the 20-yard line.
You know it's a big game, Kevin, whenever you have the helicopters from all 3 TV stations flying in and out like they have tonight. Now, I think Channel 13 just showed up. 6 and 8 were here earlier. So probably the biggest ball game in the state of Indiana when you talk about 2 teams both ranked inside the top 5, and it's lived up to its billing so far.
Calvert under center, threw a strike, a 53-yard touchdown pass to Logan Hudson in the second quarter. That's the lone touchdown tonight for the Trojans. Handoff up the middle to the 25-yard line. Center Grove has been very productive on first down, picking up a good 4 to 5 yards on first down. That's Lane Morris picking up 5. Deshaun Johnson with the tackle.
Yeah, it was a nice first down by Center Grove. You're always happy to get 5-6 yards on that first down. That leaves you with second and third down with manageable distances.
Handoff, Alex Lucas to the 30. A little shake and bake, upended just short of the 35 by Antonio Allen. 2 very strong individuals going head-to-head right there, Allen and Lucas. And Lucas picks up the first down.
Well, wonderful job right there by number 55, Nathan Croney. He's the one that enabled Lucas to get out into the open. He pinned the defensive end for Ben Davis, and he stayed on him until Lucas was tackled, and that's what opened the hole for Alex Lucas.
At the Trojan 34-yard line. Getting things underway here in the third quarter. Lane Morris pounds it to the 40. Lane Morris likes to ram it in there between the tackles. Lane has had a superb junior season. I was talking to Coach Moore in the pregame show tonight. I think I counted, Rick, 12 different players have scored a touchdown for Center Grove this year. 10 of them have scored rushing the football, and Lane Morris has done it both catching the ball and running the ball this year.
Well, and when you look at that, where do you have to point? It's great to have that stable of backs, but it doesn't happen without those big uglies up front.
2nd and 4. Play action. Dumps it underneath. It is complete to Lane Morris. He's to the 50, down the sideline, push out of bounds at the 42 or 43-yard line in Ben Davis territory.
Well, and a good block out there that sprung him for another 10, 15 yards by Nate Wozniak, and Ben Davis's coaches wanted a penalty over on that sidelines. It was right in front of them, but Wozniak did a good job of getting his helmet in front of the Ben Davis defender, and he was able to get Lane Morris out there for another 10 yards.
DJ Hendricks knocked him out of bounds. New set of downs here for the Trojans. 1st and 10 at the Ben Davis 42. Logan Hudson to the near side. Races to the outside, takes a big hit, but he still gets positive yards on the play.
Wow, what a great, sure tackle by number 30 for Ben Davis, Trey Tunstall. We were told about him at the start of the game that he's one of their top guys outside of Antonio Allen, and it looked like Hudson was going to get more yards than that, and Tunstall just stood him up. But another big gain by Center Grove on first down. You'll take 4, 5, 6 yards every time on first down.
Pick up of 4 yards for Hudson. Ball now at the Ben Davis 38. Long signal count. Calvert lost the snap on the turf. No indication. Ben Davis comes out with the football. The officials, though, do not make a ruling as of yet, and now they do. Ben Davis football. Just a bad exchange between Woods and Calvert, the center and quarterback, and Calvert never did have the ball when he pulled out of there.
Yeah, in big games like this, you cannot lose the turnover battle, and right now Center Grove's down 2-0 in that turnover battle. Great drive to start the second half, and just turn the ball over there. Ben Davis will take over.
Trey Tunstall recovers the fumble. Ben Davis with the football from its own 38. A bad snap on shotgun.
Wow.
A pass is complete after Dylan Dallas was blocked in the back. No flag comes out. Pass is complete. Pick up 5 yards on the play.
I think it wasn't only the block in the back, but it was the grab around the side of Dallas, and unfortunately, it's 2 yards right in front of that ref, and you got no call.
Michael Beatty makes the catch for 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7. Kelsheimer, linebacker, with the tackle. Just inside 9 minutes to play here in the third. We're tied at 7 apiece between Ben Davis and Center Grove. Kastner under pressure. Dallas got him. He throws it away. It's incomplete. And the flag comes out. What's the flag for?
Oh, my.
These officials are struggling tonight. What is the call?
He called a horse collar.
Horse collar against Dylan Dallas. The officiating tonight, at best, suspect. I don't know. Coach Moore not happy with the call. Coach DeLuna not happy with the call.
I mean, it's calls like that cause games to be turned. Ben Davis is turning around and going to have a 3rd and 7. Dallas has got a hold of him with his left arm. The other right arm is in the back, and he's tackling the quarterback as he's throwing the ball, and they call a horse collar.
Ball now in Center Grove territory at the Ben Davis, I should say, Trojan 43. Fogle running back, sprints to the outside, good yardage, gets it to the 35.
Kind of reminds me of a couple of the Bantam tournaments I've had to play in over here at Ben Davis. Kevin, some of the officiating. So very tough. You got to just play through those type of things if you're Center Grove on defense and try to stop them right here.
Pickup of 8 yards for Fogle. Ball at the Trojan 35-yard line. Again, Mario Swan on the tackle. 2 receivers here to the left. I formation. Kastner under center. Handoff goes to Fogle. He breaks it to the 20, 15, and out of bounds inside the 10. Saving tackle on that far sideline for Center Grove, Aaron Hunt. Otherwise, Fogle scores.
Well, and we haven't called his name very often, but Fogle's kind of perked up here on those last 2 runs. He's done a fantastic job, gained about 25 yards since that penalty, and now Ben Davis has the ball first, and it looks like 1st and goal on the 10, or maybe just outside of the 10.
It's right at the 10-yard line. The pitch back to Fogle. He sprints it, now cuts it back inside the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, 10-yard touchdown run by Fogle. His 2nd of the night. Makes it now 13-7, Ben Davis.
Entire possession turned on that horse collar penalty right there.
8:02 left to play here in the third. Again, the Trojans opening drive of the second half. They were moving the football until a bad exchange between the center and quarterback, a fumble. The Giants recover and now take advantage of the turnover by scoring on a 10-yard run by Fogle. And a player is down. Is that a Ben Davis player on the goal line?
Yeah, I believe it might actually be Fogle.
He's down at the goal line. He's the one that scored the touchdown. He had a 4-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and this one goes for 10 yards. Let Green with Envy make your property the envy of the neighborhood. Contact Jeff Williams at 317-495-ENVY. That's 317-495-3689 for all your residential and commercial lawn care and landscaping needs. Green with Envy. Stadium Graphics, look like a pro, play like a champion. Like Stadium Graphics on Facebook or visit them online at stadiumgraphics.com. Stadium Graphics. Again, 13-7. Ben Davis has moved in front. Player down for the Giants at the goal line being looked at.
Coach Moore still talking to the referees about that very questionable horse collar call, and he's not happy about it. He continues to try to get the referee's attention to ask them what in the world that that penalty call was.
Grafton Peak Catering in Greenwood is ready to serve you today. To learn more and receive an estimate for your next catered function, contact Jason at 317-557-8377. Grafton Peak Catering is proud to be a sponsor of the Center Grove Trojan football program.
I think it was, looks like number 3, Kevin, for Ben Davis that slow to get off
Kendall
the field.
Broom, he's a wide receiver. He's a senior.
Yeah, I think he got rolled up on from the behind.
Extra point by Phelps is good, makes it now a 14-7 ball game. Ben Davis leads it. A lot of football yet to be played. Rick, the last drive by Center Grove, of course, it stalled with the fumbled snap, but boy, were they moving the football.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin, and that's the positive thing to look at. It's not like Center Grove. The last 3 possessions, they've moved the ball well. They've got a touchdown, they got a missed field goal, and they were moving the ball inside the 40 of Ben Davis on that first possession of the second half, and unfortunately fumbled it. But they moved the ball the last 3 possessions. I think they got Ben Davis a little bit back on their heels on defense, so they just need to come out and respond right now.
Race Trash is a family-owned business that has been providing the Indianapolis area with quality recycling and waste disposal services since 1965. From residential to commercial to industrial, Race Trash Service does it all. Race Trash, a proud supporter of Center Grove Trojan football. Stedham approaches. So far tonight, he's 2 for 2 with touchbacks. This one,
oh wow,
from the goal line, Hudson stumbles across the 20 out to the 22-yard line. I guess maybe your foot can go in the end zone, but maybe it's more where the ball is.
I've never, anytime any part of the body is in the end zone, it's supposed to be a touchback in high school. And he clearly saw that. The head referee is sitting there watching Hudson, but I guess we'll take the extra 2 yards.
Center Grove trailing 14-7. 7:56 to play in the third quarter here at Ben Davis High School. Second offensive drive of the second half for Center Grove. Alex Lucas gets outside. He's close to a first down. He's very, very strong. Difficult to bring down. Again, not possessed with blazing speed. He's got good speed, but he's got great footwork. He's got a great spin move and unbelievable strength.
Yeah, and it's good vision as well. I mean, he's done a fantastic job of reading those blocks, and right now Center Grove's offensive line has done a good job of creating those holes for Alex Lucas, and he's run well.
Deshaun Johnson with the tackle, now up the middle lane. Morris gets loose to the 40, 45, and taken down just short of the 50. Lane Morris, simple play right up the middle, found a great running lane and was able to get it outside and gets it to the Center Grove 48-yard line.
Well, and that's exactly what we talked about. Once you get a couple of those sweep plays around the end to work, and that defense starts to spread out. So you have your defensive end so wide, and your defensive tackles start going to the outside a little bit. Then you run a little belly play or a little trap play up the middle, and Morris got loose for 17 right there.
7 minutes to play in the third. Alex Lucas end around. Stapleton, excuse me. He's tripped up. He lost his shoe at the 47-yard line. He dives forward across the 45 down to the 44.
Well, and with Stapleton's speed right there, if he doesn't get tripped up, he's probably gone. Ben Davis's defense was just able to trip him up. He was into the secondary, picked up a good 8 yards on first down.
Tony Allen tripped him up, was able to take his shoe off. Stapleton goes to the sideline. He's replaced by Alex Lucas. Hudson in motion, inside handoff, now going to Alex Lucas. He's chopped down at the line of scrimmage. Deshaun Johnson with the tackle. He still gets a yard or so to bring up third and looks like a long yard.
Yep.
1 yard on the play brings up third down.
Third and a long yard.
Big third down by Center Grove. I'd be surprised if we see anything besides maybe Lane Morris right up the middle.
Luke Calvert takes it. Quarterback sneak. dives forward for the first down. It's inside the 40 to the Ben Davis 39-yard line.
Not too many things more effective than a quarterback sneak, Kevin, when you go on the quick count, silent count, and you got a bigger quarterback that's able to scoot forward. The defense isn't ready for it. They haven't seen it all night, and he was able to pick up 2 or 3 yards in the first down.
Ball at the Ben Davis 39, 1st and 10. 5:40 to play here in the third. Alex Lucas, 2 spin moves, and he picks up some yardage.
There goes another 2 helmets.
2 helmets
ripped off.
flying off. That is the rule that Ted Kitchell loves so much, and I'm being very sarcastic. Crony lost his helmet, so he's got to come off. And
So
one of the other
Alex
linemen,
Lucas lost his helmet.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And you made a point last Saturday how a team in the southern part of the state had their running back?
He had to come out for 11 plays during the first half of the game because the other team was just ripping. It was the main running back.
Intentionally ripping the helmet off.
They're ripping the helmets off.
So in that case, there's got to be something that it's either a penalty or something against the other team if they're flagrant. If it's flagrant.
Well, and more importantly, it's dangerous. I mean, if you're grabbing somebody's helmet and you're ripping it off with that kind of force, that's dangerous.
2nd down and 8. Running play off right tackle. Lane Morris put down the shoulder pad, pounds it in there.
Another big 3rd down play right here, Kevin, though you're probably in 4-down territory at the 33-yard line. 3rd and about 3 for Center Grove.
Albert Williams with the tackle. 3rd and 3 is the call, Rick, at the Ben Davis 33-yard line. Center Grove trailing 14-7. Second offensive drive of the second half for the Trojans. Calvert hands it off to Lane Morris, gets behind his blockers, powers through there, 1st down. Give all the credit to the offensive line.
Well, and he another quick hitter up the middle, kind of a weak belly play there. You're on the opposite side of where you're heavy on the offensive line. Morris was able to get it and just push behind those big boys up front and was able to pick up 5. Big 1st down, Center Grove inside the 30-yard line for Ben Davis.
O'Shea Hurd with the tackle. Hand off. Alex Lucas. He gets through there, spins, and knocked down at the 20. Nice running seam for Alex Lucas as that quick spin move taken down at the 20.
Well, and, I don't know if we've realized how much we've missed Alex Lucas when you got such a good group of running backs in the backfield. But Lucas gives such a different look, a different feel. He doesn't have the speed of Logan Hudson or Connor Stapleton, but just the toughness along with great vision in the backfield, and he's been huge tonight.
Antonio Allen with the tackle on Alex Lucas. Lucas picks up 8 yards. Movement by the Center Grove Trojans on that left side of the line. Again, you never want your name mentioned. Sam Hayes. It's great to see Sam back, though. He was out several games due to injury. Sam back in the lineup tonight, so it's great to see him back out there. But that time he just got a little bit too eager on that left side of the line, so a false start called. It'll be spotted at the Ben Davis 25.
The good thing was it was 2nd and 2. Now it's still manageable, 2nd and 7, but a big penalty right there, and then hopefully Center Grove can turn around and get a good 2nd down play here with some good yardage.
3:10 and counting, 3rd quarter. Center Grove needing 7 yards for the 1st down. Play action. Pass play. It is complete to Lane Morris. Chopped down shy of the 15-yard line. He is close to the 1st down marker, Rick.
I think he has it. And Center Grove's doing a fantastic job. What they're doing is they're running a bootleg pass. They're sending Wozniak long, kind of a flag pattern towards the pylon. What that's doing is it's not only drawing the safety, but it's drawing the cornerback to go deep, and all they're doing is just leaking Lane Morris out of the backfield and giving him the ball, and he's got yardage to go. The other thing about that play, it's just a fantastic defensive player that Antonio Allen is. I mean, he closes, and he's such a sure tackler. I mean, I don't think he's missed one tackle tonight, and it makes such a big difference because, if he doesn't tackle Lane Morris there, Center Grove's probably got the ball inside the 10-yard line or might score.
Chain gain on the field to give this one a measure. It is close. Ball marked at around the 18-yard line. They extend the sticks. The official yet to make a decision. And now says 1st down Trojans.
Very important now for Center Grove to not be happy with just settling for a field goal. They need to punch the ball into the end zone.
Center Grove trailing 14-7 here in the third quarter. 2:35 to play. Ben Davis scored a touchdown in the first quarter and one here in the third. Center Grove scored its lone touchdown in the second quarter. Vedeto splits out here to the right side. Handoff, Lane Morris goes to the left side. He's hit big time, but he is inside the 15, close to the 14. Took a shot, but he bounces up, ready to go again.
Well, the nice thing is you pick up another 4 or 5 yards on first down.
Second down for Center Grove.
Been a very quick third quarter, Kevin. Only 3 possessions, no punts. A good possession by Center Grove, a fumble, and then Ben Davis scored. Now Center Grove's coming right back.
Handoff, Alex Lucas. He makes what should have been a loss into some positive yards. He was hit in the backfield. He spun away and got hit again, spun again. Wiley gets credit for the tackle.
Third down.
You're
Third
right.
down coming up.
You're right, Kevin. That was a big play by Ben Davis. They got a couple of their defensive tackles in the backfield. But an equally big play, Alex Lucas could have lost 2 or 3 yards there, and instead he made a couple spins and was able to at least get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, the call. Handoff, Lucas gets behind his big blockers, and he is taken out by Allen. Allen just submarines in there like Troy Polamalu and just drilled his knees. Took him down at the 10. He's going to be, what, a yard or two short?
Looks like 4th and 1. I would expect Coach Moore to go for it here.
Connor Stapleton coming in. Coach Moore taking his time here. Buchanan coming in. They're going to go for it. At least it appears at the moment they're going to go for it on 4th and a long one. 50 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Center Grove down 14-7. 8 on the play clock.
I'd go quarterback
6.
sneak again.
They need a long yard here. They hand it off to Logan Hudson. End around. He turns it up. He's to the 5. Looking for the pylon. He's just short of the touchdown, but he did get the first down. It's at the 2-yard line. Logan Hudson, end around. You thought they might go with the power play between tackles right at the middle. They hand it off to Logan Hudson in motion. Comes around the near side and gets it to the 2-yard line.
Big play call there and a great run by Logan Hudson. He had a chance of a guy coming in the backfield there. If he makes that tackle, they probably don't get it, but Hudson with great vision then turns the corner, gets to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, Center Grove.
Again, this Ben Davis defense has only given up 1 rushing touchdown on the season. Trojans have the ball at the 2.
Yeah, their guy moved.
Movement on the D-line.
Moved and made contact.
Flag down.
I hope it's their guy.
Way this game's going, who knows? I'm not going to assume anything at this point. The officials, for the most part, tonight struggling. Both ways, for that matter. Not just against Center Grove, it's just both ways.
Big 1-yard penalty right there. Half the distance.
Yeah, half the distance. So now the ball at the 1.
I still think, quarterback sneak here. You don't take the chance of handing the ball off or getting a tackle in the backfield. Get it and go straight forward.
Calvert under center, handoff, Lane Morris. He's in there. Touchdown. Touchdown, Lane Morris. Just the 2nd rushing touchdown allowed by this Ben Davis defense all season long. What a drive by the Center Grove offense. Credit that offensive line.
79-yard drive right there, Kevin, and I believe they had 1 or 2 passes out of that, so they absolutely pounded the ball down. Arguably the best defense in the state of Indiana.
Ben Wheeler to attempt the extra point kick. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We're tied at 14 apiece. We're tied at 14 apiece. 33 seconds to play in the third. What a ball game.
Yeah, and I think what you're seeing right now, Kevin, is the arrival of not that they've not been around all year, but that offensive line is fired up. That offensive line is confident. They know right now that they're moving those guys off the ball, off the line of scrimmage. Running backs are running hard, and that offense right now is moving the ball at will.
5th rushing touchdown for Lane Morris on the season, tying this ball game at 14 apiece. Roofing Made Easy is a proud supporter of Center Grove Trojan football. For all your roofing needs, contact Roofing Made Easy at 317-372-6233 or online at indyroofrepair.com. Roofing Made Easy, some of your friends are our customers. Also, tonight's game being brought to you by Jets Pizza. Jets Pizza is located on State Road 135 in the Colby Shops, just across from Bonefish Grill. Jets Pizza is open daily for lunch and dinner. Call 317-881-5387 for pickup or delivery. Jets Pizza, life is short, eat better pizza. And we want to thank Jets Pizza again for supplying our pregame meal tonight. Ben Wheeler trying to find the end zone tonight. He's been close. He's been to the 1. This one will go from the 3-yard line up to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 foot race. Mario Swan chases him down at the 44. Again, the Trojans have struggled to get that kickoff to the end zone tonight. They've been close, and a great return for Ben Davis. And you saw Coach DeLuna. He's firing up his defense, saying, guys, get out there, make a stand right now.
Well, and Coach Moore talked about it in the pregame, Kevin, is you can't kick to them, and that's the biggest thing you worry about is when you get it just deep enough that not in the end zone, the speed that Ben Davis has, and the last couple times they've done a good job of just running the ball up the middle instead of running it outside, and big kickoff return.
It's at the Center Grove 43-yard line. 23 seconds to play in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, passing play, incomplete. Good pressure by Keith Sears and Damian Stone on Kastner. He had to get rid of it.
Well, and that's what you got to do. Kastner, the few times that he's thrown the ball well tonight, it's because he's had a lot of time to sit back in the pocket, and most quarterbacks can find a receiver when they have enough time. But right there, Damian Stone, Keith Sears came on the linebacker blitz on the outside, and they pressured him enough to make him release the ball a little bit earlier than he wanted.
Second down and 10. Kastner fakes the handoff. The quarterback keeps it, races outside. Down the sideline, 30, 25, and out of bounds. He's out of bounds just short of the 20. And Coach DeLuna running down the sideline, not happy with his defensive unit. Somebody missed on that play for Center Grove.
They let him get outside. I mean, it's assignment football whenever you're playing against that that read, that stretch read, quarterback read, and he put the ball in his running back's belly, and all of the defensive guys for Center Grove went for him instead of playing assignment football and knowing he could pull that back, and then you go hit the quarterback. They didn't do that. Big gain by Kastner.
This may be the final play of the third quarter. 9 seconds remaining, tied at 14 apiece. First and 10 at the Center Grove 22-yard line. Man in motion. Kastner from shotgun formation. Inside handoff. Center Grove with a nice hit is Keith Sears. And that is the final play of the third quarter. We've got a great one here at Ben Davis High School. We're tied at 14 apiece. This is Center Grove Trojan football.
Go south and save during Truck Month at Ray Skillman Southside Buick GMC Truck. Get discounts and rebates up to $13,000 on new Sierra truck. Or drive a new Sierra Z71 4x4 with PowerTech package for only $199 a month. Drive a new Terrain as low as $249 a month. Or a new Acadia, only $249 a month. Or get 0% financing up to 72 months. With over 600 new GMC trucks available, it's time to go pro at Ray Skillman Southside Buick GMC Truck.
And now a word from your friends from Floors to Go.
This is Joe Trester with Floors to Go here in Greenwood, Indiana. The store has been in business since 1976. We have a new building that has state-of-the-art products: carpet, hardwood, laminate floors, vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, ceramic tile, porcelain, bamboo.
The new Floors to Go has more room, more flooring products, and more deals per square foot.
Stay tuned for more from Floors to Go.
We've got a great one here tonight at Ben Davis High School. Beginning things here in the fourth quarter, we're knotted at 14 apiece between number 5 Center Grove and number 2 Ben Davis. As expected, it's been one whale of a battle. Both teams playing extremely well defensively. Center Grove putting up a score here in the latter part of the third quarter to tie this game. Ben Davis right now on the move, though, with the football to begin things in the fourth quarter at the Trojans' 17-yard line, 2nd and 5. Rick, the Trojans have to hold. You have to force a field goal opportunity.
Yeah, big possession here, Kevin. They got the ball inside the 20.
Kastner, sweep. He'll keep it himself. They're racing after him. He runs out of bounds.
First down. At least close.
Runs out at the 15. He's going to be just short.
3rd and 3.
3rd and a long 2 or 3rd and 3.
Huge play right here. Like you said, Kevin, you need to hold them to a field goal attempt. That would be a good stop by the defense after they get the ball inside the 20. I would expect that they'll probably run that little quarterback read with the tailback, so you got to play good assignment football if you're Center Grove. Big play.
Trojan fans on their feet. 3rd and 3 at the 15. Kastner, the quarterback, kept it. I know he got
Spot.
at least a couple. I don't know if he got enough for the first down.
It's all on the spot. I think he only got 2, which brings up 4th and 1. So what do you do if you're Ben Davis?
And a long 1.
I probably take the points.
I would say they have a very good field goal kicker. They got a young man, Phelps, who's really good with the short field goals.
They're going to waste one of their timeouts here because it's 15 on the play clock and quarterback's still over on the sideline. So they're going to call timeout.
8 on the play clock and counting. Do not jump. They'll do a hard count possibly. 3,
They already
2.
called timeout.
Timeout called by Ben Davis. Coach Mike Kirshner, head coach, calls a timeout with 1 on the play clock. 11:13 to play in tonight's ball game. 14-14, the football at the Center Grove 14-yard line.
Yeah, and I honestly don't see the kickoff, the kicker, nobody over there really stirring. So it looks right now, unless they change their mind, that they're going to go for it on 4th down. What a huge play on both sides. If Center Grove's able to make a stop here, the momentum goes back to them. If Ben Davis is able to get a first down, they got the ball inside the 15. First down with a chance to score.
Tonight's game being brought to you by Rick Clark and family and also Stadium Graphics. Also remember, Trojan fans, after the big Friday night football games, head over to the Center Grove Applebee's at the corner of State Road 135 and Smith Valley Road. Enjoy half-price appetizers starting at 9 o'clock every night. The Center Grove Applebee's. There's no place like the neighborhood. If they go for the field goal, it'd be what, about a 37-yard field goal? 31, I'm sorry. 31. But right now they're going to line up to go for it. 4th and 1. Kastner under center. To Fogle. He's hit.
Get it. Damian Stone.
Wow. Damian Stone hit him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. How about that?
And that's the same pitch play that they've run for a touchdown twice, Kevin. They're thinking that play's worked for us. Damian Stone shot through the middle. Great call by Coach DeLuna. Stone was able to tackle him for a 2-yard loss. Center Grove takes over on the 15-yard line.
Coach DeLuna knows Coach Kirshner very well. Coach DeLuna, before coming to Ben Davis to be the defensive coordinator, had worked here at Ben Davis with Coach Kirshner's staff, so he knows him very well. Turnover on downs. 1st and 10 for the Trojans from their own 14. Handoff, big hit at the line of scrimmage. Not much there. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Connor Stapleton took a big hit, and Connor a little slow getting up. Now he's to his feet. He appears to be okay.
Very important here for good ball control by Center Grove. With as hard hitting as that Ben Davis defense is, you cannot afford to turn the ball over inside, deep inside your own territory. It'd be great to get a first down or 2, but very important to take care of the ball.
Oglesby
Another
with
timeout.
Oglesby with the tackle, the big hit on Stapleton. Timeout called by Ben Davis.
Yes, that's an interesting one there.
That's their second timeout.
Yeah,
so that leaves them with 1.
And I didn't really see if somebody was hurt or what the deal is, but they called that pretty quickly. So I don't know if some of their defense was a little bit tired or they didn't have what they wanted on the field or what. But like you said, Kevin, the second timeout for Ben Davis.
Ellis Frozen Yogurt, located at the corner of Fairview and 135 behind Mike's Car Wash, has expanded. Ella's offers more seating, a bigger patio, and a party room. Ella's has 10 mouth-watering yogurt flavors and more than 80 toppings. The expanded patio is just a great place to visit with your friends after the big ball game. And also the newest attraction is a party room called Ella's Place. It's a great place to have private gatherings, team parties, or just a place to celebrate the big win. To reserve Ella's Place for your next special event, go to ellasfrozennYogurt.com and have swirls of fun at Ella's Frozen Yogurt.
I think my 7-year-old probably contributed to Ella having her own another room there.
Play action. Passing play.
Same
Lane
play to
Morris
Lane
wide
Morris.
open to the 20. 25 and out of bounds. Should be enough for a first down. They keep going back to it.
Oh, and it's worked, and Ben Davis hasn't made the adjustments. What they're doing is exactly what we talked about before. They're taking our wide receiver or tight end and moving them, probably running about a 20, 25-yard pattern, and they're taking both their cornerback and their safety and going with him, and then Lane Morris just sneaks out of the backfield, and he's wide open, not with the guys within 5 or 10 yards of him. A big first down for Center Grove right there.
Ball at the Trojan 26. 10.5 minutes left to play. We're tied at 14 apiece. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the Ben Davis defensive line.
Yeah, 96 was a huge in the backfield there for Ben Davis. Oglesby.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Lane Morris, no gain. Calvert, play action.
Nobody's
on
open.
the boot. Now he will run the football. Some pretty good yardage. Takes a big hit at the 30-yard line. Delivering the big blow, number 20, Tony Allen. And a player is down for Ben Davis at the 15-yard line. And it's great to see Calvert take the big shot. Not that he took the big shot, but the fact he got up so quickly. And he's to his feet and ready for the next play. But right now we're delayed due to an injured player down for Ben Davis.
Yeah, and he took a huge hit right there, but a great job by Luke Calvert because he was getting pressure in the backfield. He just tucked it and ran, and instead of losing 5 or 10 yards on a quarterback sack, instead he was able to pick up 5 yards and bring up at least a more manageable third down. Looks like about 3rd and 7.
Yeah, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. You're right. It's more manageable right now. The injured player, Trey Harney, defensive lineman, 5'10", 280, about the weight you were, Rick, back in the day. 280.
5'10" was more accurate of my height.
Okay, I'm sorry. I got that backwards.
280. I think I was about half that. I know I was a $140 when I graduated high school. So
280. That's about Kitchell's weight back in the day.
I don't know if I have my entire 4 kids will ever hit 280
combined.
Yeah.
All right, 3rd and 7 at the Trojan 30. Hand off Alex Lucas behind his blockers. He's to the 35, to the 37. I think that last push got him the first down.
It's all going to depend on the spot, Kevin. They're
Looks
right
like
on the 37.
Pretty good spot right on the 37. That last push,
First
that
down.
forward lean. You always talk about that forward lean. The Center Grove running backs do it so well. Lane Morris, Alex Lucas with that forward lean, and that gets you that 1 extra yard that you might need.
Well,
and it is a first down.
And you talked about Alex Lucas having that extra little lean, little move forward, and he was able to push that pile on the last yard, and that's a huge first down for Center Grove.
9:25 to play in the game. Game tied at 14 apiece. Connor Stapleton trying to sprint it outside on the jet sweep, and he is pounded out of bounds by Tony Allen, along with Deshaun Johnson. Johnson and Allen, and of course Antonio Allen. I wonder if they're brothers. Number 20 is Tony Allen and then Antonio Allen, but they both hit hard, and they have great speed. 1 yard for Stapleton. Ran a long ways for 1 yard.
I don't know. It might have been no gain. I think that was a gift on the scoreboard. I think it's still on the 37.
Calvert under center. Hand off. Alex Lucas outside. Turns it up to the 45. 50.
He might go.
40. 30. 25. 20. 15. 10. And pushed out of bounds inside the 10. Alex Lucas. Oh, my. He's such a patient running back. He allowed his blocks to get out front and then found the running lane and down the sideline. He's inside the 10. They're going to say he stepped out at the 10.
That's a great point right there, Kevin. Just a patient runner. I mean, he doesn't have that lightning speed, but what he does excellent is let his blockers get out in front of him, and then once he sees the hole, he hits the hole and he goes. He got around the corner, and then it was a foot race. He was pushed out on the 10, first and goal.
Yeah, 53-yard run by Alex Lucas. They go to Lane Morris. Sidesteps a tackler right up the middle. 1 to 2 yards. Again, Alex Lucas. First game back last Saturday against Lawrence North. Had a run or two, had a touchdown run against the Wildcats, but tonight they're calling his number on a quite frequent level, and he has gotten this Trojan football team in a scoring position to take the lead.
Well, and another defensive lineman for Ben Davis. Both of their starting defensive linemen. First, number 92, the big 280-pounder was taken off, and now Oglesby, number 96, just goes off of the field. So both of their starting defensive tackles are out now. It'll be interesting to see if Center Grove plugs the middle against those guys. The other thing you got to look for here is maybe a little play-action bootleg with Nate Wozniak dragging across the end zone.
It's hard to defend this Center Grove wing T. When it's humming the way it is tonight and in the way it's been pretty much all season long, it's a four-headed monster. Do you take away the pass? Do you take away the 3 running options? It's difficult to defend. At the 8-yard line, handoff goes to Hudson this time. He stood up at the 5-yard line and pushed back. And Allen, a little late in letting go, he pushed him all the way back about 5-10 yards. That's Tony Allen. Hudson gets it to the 5. So to bring up 3rd and 5, it's actually a third and goal. It is 3rd and goal. Ball at the 5. Trojans need 5 yards for the score. We're tied at 14 apiece. 8:17 to play in the 4th quarter. Center Grove trying to knock off the second-ranked Ben Davis Giants. Calvert under center, man in motion, takes the handoff. That's Hudson. He turns it up and runs out of bounds and slammed to the turf late.
Nothing. He's not even watching.
Wow. The play was over, and Hudson got tackled out of bounds. And, Alex Lucas comes up gimpy. Alex Lucas can hardly put any weight on his left foot.
I think he got rolled up on because Logan Hudson was the one that was running the ball. He went around the end, and there was a big pile up there, and then he got slammed to the turf out of bounds, and I think Alex Lucas was behind him there. Field goal attempt.
Football placed at the, 13-yard line. 23-yard attempt, left hash for Wheeler to take the lead. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Center Grove leads it. Great execution. Starting with the snap, Matt Combs. Excellent snap to Buchanan, and Wheeler bangs it home. He's now 2 of 3 on the season. He missed one earlier in the game from 37, but it was nails right here on the 23-yard attempt.
Well, an interesting difference there. Center Grove, Ben Davis gets the ball down to the 15-yard line. When they have the choice to go for it or kick a field goal, they decide to go for it. Center Grove with a huge stop. A great offensive possession there by Center Grove. Unfortunately, they had to go the full 10 yards when they got the ball on the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. Weren't able to punch it in, but Ben Wheeler with a huge kick right there. Great snap by Combs. Great placement, and Wheeler connected. So now it's all back on the Center Grove defense again with the lead for the first time tonight, Center Grove.
Hey, Trojan fans, in need of air duct cleaning or dryer vent cleaning? If so, call Elmer James of Air Cleaning Experts at 317-889-1099 or online at aircleaningexperts.com. Air Cleaning Experts has earned the prestigious Angie's List Super Service Award the past 5 years. Air Cleaning Experts.
Elmer might have been in trouble this week after that 77-point demolishing last week. I talked to him at church on Sunday, and he was chuckling about it, thinking he actually had a lady early in the year said somebody told her to wait until the Lawrence North game before they asked for service because they knew that one was going to be ugly.
Wheeler, squib kick, takes a wicked hop, picked up at the 10-yard line. To the 20, 25, 30, 35, taken down just short of the 40. Again, great return men in Ben Davis's team, and it's just difficult in the open field to bring them down.
Well, and it's actually a lucky balance because a good squib kick to the up man, and he tried to catch it, and it tipped off of his hand directly up in the air perfectly back to one of the return guys in back, so he was able to return it. Good return, and now Ben Davis has the ball.
Michael Hanlon with the tackle for the Trojans. Ball at the Ben Davis 37-yard line.
Uh-oh.
Kastner wanted to pass. Now he runs 45 and hit out of bounds by Mario Swan at the 47. And Kastner took a shot from Mario Swan. He hit you into tomorrow.
The reason I was saying uh-oh is they actually had Beatty running open over here on the right side. Bowling kind of let him go a little bit as soon as Kastner started scrambling, and he was still behind the line of scrimmage. And if he looks up, he's got Beatty wide open down the right side. But like you said, Kevin, huge hit by Mario Swan again. Looks like they're going to measure for a first down.
.7:43 remaining in the ball game. 17-14. Trojans lead it by 3 on a Ben Wheeler field goal just moments ago. First down, Ben Davis. Football at the Giant 42-yard line. Center Grove needing this win tonight to stay in the MIC championship hunt. Ben Davis and Carmel tied for first place right now in the MIC. The ball came out. I believe the ball came out.
They called forward progress. I think he still got it, too.
Gilden with the run. It appeared the ball started to come out.
Second down for the Giants.
Hunt with the tackle.
Big gain of about 5 on first down.
Ball now at the Trojan 48-yard line. Oh, movement.
Oh, their guy in the backfield moved. No call, nothing.
The fullback moved, no call.
Oh.
Running play, gets it inside the 40. The fullback, he moved. That's Calhoun.
Wow.
But the official did not see it. Should have been a false start. Keith Sears with the tackle.
Gain 13 yards on the play.
The fullback took a full half step forward, realized he moved, and then just stopped. No call, nothing. Gain of about 7, first down, Ben Davis. Wow.
Yeah, another first down. It's at the 40 now, Trojan territory. New set of downs.
Defense just got to forget about that.
Center Grove needs to make a play. Kastner, sophomore quarterback, under center. Handoff, wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the Center Grove D-line.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. That hole closed quickly. Great job by the defensive line for Center Grove. Then the linebackers came in to finish it off. Short gain on first down. This is where you're hoping that Ben Davis gets a little loose with the ball and Center Grove is able to generate their first turnover of the night.
Only 1 yard for Gilden. 2 receivers split to the right. I formation.
Uh-oh. Somebody needs to.
The slot receiver now covered up. The pitch. Running here to the near side is Gilden.
Hold.
Flag is out. Holding call against Ben Davis. Not much on the carry. Good pursuit by Keith Sears. We have mentioned him repeatedly tonight.
And another great job, Kevin, by Damian Stone. He did a fantastic job at the defensive end position of just stringing that play out, just like he did on the fourth down, big fourth down play that he made out there. It was another pitch play to Fogel, and Stone strung it out and got another holding penalty as well on Ben Davis. So now you bring up either 3rd and 8 or you push him back and probably have second and 19.
Referees talking on the field. I'm not sure what Center Grove's call is. The coaching staff saying take it back. They want to take the penalty, move the Giants back. Referees still discussing. Again, they've had a difficult time. This is such a big game tonight. You got number 2 versus number 5, and these officials have struggled all night long.
Well, and it goes back to where you throw the flag. That's where the penalty happens. So it's 10 yards from that spot, and they screwed up. Oh, they called motion, not a holding penalty. So I would imagine are they going to take that penalty? Guess so.
I think that happened before the snap of the football, I'm assuming. So that play really did not even happen. Should have been blown before the game or the play was even run.
Well, now Coach Moore is talking to this one ref over here who
wants to decline it.
He's sort of walking across the field, and we don't know really what's going on. They did not blow the play dead.
He said you ran the play, you didn't throw the flag or blow the whistle until the play was over. So I want to decline the penalty, and they're not going to let him. So it's going to remain second down. They march it back 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 14. And the coaching staff, get on your feet, Trojan fans, and they respond. 5:57 to play in the ball game. Center Grove in front, 17-14. Ball now at the 45-yard line. Screen pass is complete,
Great
and Center Grove pursues well. Minimal yardage on the play.
Sorry, it's Dever, isn't it? I messed that up last week. McFatridge as well. Great pursuit by Center Grove. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 12. Huge play right here. It might be 4-down territory.
Screen pass went to Gilden, the running back. Trojan fans on their feet again. 3rd and 11.
Center Grove needs another guy out there guarding their left side. They got trips left.
Shotgun formation. Kastner looks left, now comes back to the right.
Ooh.
It's incomplete. His receiver did a down to the middle, and he thought he was going to do a down and out.
Yeah, not a good pass by Kastner right there because his receiver, number 19, Michael Beatty, was open down the middle to about the 30-yard line. It had probably been a first down, but instead Kastner threw it to the outside away from him. Looks like Ben Davis is going to punt. Interesting.
Watch for the fake. This would be a prime opportunity for a fake punt.
Yeah, Swan just needs to do a good job of staying out there on that wide receiver out there who's going deep, the Gunners. 5 minutes left in the game.
Stedham, the punter for Ben Davis. He has struggled tonight. Around 28 yards per punt tonight. This one is going to be fair caught at the 15, 16-yard line. Good job by Buchanan.
Exactly right, Kevin. Buchanan came up and got that ball on the 16-yard line. Good, smart, fair catch. Instead of letting that roll inside the 10-yard line, I guess when you're Ben Davis, you figure you're going to put it on the backs of your defense. What you got to remember from their side is they only have 1 timeout left. So if Center Grove gets a first down or 2, this ball game's over.
Football at the Trojan 15, 5:07 to play in tonight's conference game. Center Grove needs this win to stay in the conference championship race. Ben Davis and Carmel undefeated in the conference. Carmel playing tomorrow night against Warren Central, and Logan Hudson is blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 9.
Deshaun Johnson just a little bit too quick, too fast.
Not what you wanted on first down. Loss of about 5 on that play. Just a missed block on that defensive end, and 5-yard loss. That'll bring up 2nd and long for Center Grove.
Ball at the Trojan 12-yard line.
Ben Davis is so bunched up on that line of scrimmage.
They're just expecting Center Grove to run the football, and Alex Lucas on the carry cuts it up to the 16-yard line. Center Grove needing first downs, needing to move the chains, get that clock running. Like you mentioned, Rick, only 1 timeout remaining for Ben Davis.
Well, and unfortunately now you got 3rd and 10, maybe 3rd and 9 for Center Grove. And
do you pass and try to go for that first down? Do you stick with the running game and let that clock continue to run?
Man, with the way your defense is playing, Kevin, I'm probably going to run the ball here with Alex Lucas around. Looks like they're going to talk about it because Center Grove's going to call a timeout.
Going to let it run down to 1 and now take the timeout on the play clock. 1 second remaining. Coach Moore calls a timeout, stopping the game clock at 3 minutes, 50 seconds here in the 4th. 17-14, Trojans by 3. The difference, Ben Wheeler's 23-yard field goal, putting the Trojans in front here in the second half. Precision Transportation Solutions is in need of company drivers and owner-operators with single trucks or fleets to run for its dedicated first-class customers. Precision Transportation Solutions specializes in secure, high-value temperature-controlled truckload transportation. To submit an application, visit Precision Transportation Solutions website at less-headaches.com. That's less-headaches.com. Precision Transportation Solutions is a proud supporter of Trojan football. Big play for the Trojan offense. A first down, keeps the clock running. A big stop by Ben Davis allows them the opportunity to get possession of the football. Here we go.
Yeah, they got a lot of wide receivers out. Shotgun formation.
Yeah. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Calvert from shotgun formation to Lane Morris underneath to the 20 and wrestled down at the 21. He is short of the first down. He was open, but man, great closing speed by Ben Davis. Was that Antonio Allen? Nope.
47 for Ben Davis.
DJ Hendricks with great closing speed on Lane Morris, not allowing him much yardage after the catch. He only got maybe 1 to 2 yards following the catch.
Yeah, I like that call, though. I mean, it was a good, safe, conservative call, but you gave your offensive line, you gave your running back. Oh, Ben Davis came close to having an extra guy out on the field.
Ben Wheeler will punt this one away inside his 10-yard line. He's been punting this ball out of bounds for the most part tonight. High punt, pretty short, though. Let's see if it'll take a roll. Does not. Goes out of bounds.
That's inside the 35-yard line probably.
Off the side of his foot. He was trying to angle it to the sideline, and when you do that sometimes you obviously overcompensate, and he really kicked that one.
Oh, wow. He's still walking inside the 30.
Where are they going to place it, Rick?
I think he's got it on about the 27.
27, 26-yard line.
Oh, 5-yard punt. You know what? Your defense has come through all night, so you're putting it on their backs again. Like you said before, Kevin, Ben Davis has got a great kicker. So, I mean, they're pretty much in field goal range right now. You've got to keep them out of the end zone. Hope you get a turnover.
Ball at the Trojan 27. 3:01 left to play in the fourth. Center Grove in front by 3. Handoff in the backfield. Stacked up, pushed back. A swarm of white jerseys. Dimitri Wilson at the bottom of the pile.
Well, Ben Davis has got to be a little concerned here, a little careful to get too conservative to get your guy in field goal range. I mean, you're already in field goal range, but you can't take that for granted. He's already missed a 43-yarder before, and it'll be interesting to see what they do here. Now 2nd and 9.
That was Gilden on the carry. 1-yard pickup, ball at the Trojan 26, passing play. He fakes it, goes to the end zone. It's incomplete. He threw it out of bounds.
Wow.
They want a holding call against the Center Grove Trojans. Was that Mario Swan? They want a penalty. No flag comes out.
Man, little stop and go right there, a little pump fake, and Center Grove got by with one right there because and I don't know if the guy ran into Swan or Swan jumped the route or what, but there was definitely contact out there. And no call, we'll take it. And 3rd and 9 for Ben Davis.
Ball at the Trojan 26. 2:20 to play in the fourth. Center Grove clinging to a 17-14 lead. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Ben Davis Giants. Here we go. Under center. Handoff. Gilden, the running back. He's chopped down, well short of the first down. Very conservative call by Ben Davis. Maybe they were just working for field position to get in range for a field goal, and it appears the field goal unit on the field for Ben Davis. It'll be from the left hash.
And if they're smart, they're going to let this clock run down to at least not give Center Grove another chance. Well, shoot, they don't even have the holders not even in there.
No, the holder's there. They don't have the kicker. Yeah.
Wow.
Where's the kicker? Bryce
He's running
Phelps running onto the field with 8 seconds.
Oh,
7,
they got to call timeout
6.
here.
They're going to rush this 2-1. They're going to take their last timeout. They just took their last timeout. Bryce Phelps, senior kicker, was late getting out there. Maybe he's confused because they do use 2 kickers. They use Phelps and Stedham. And maybe he thought Stedham was going to kick this one, but no, it's Phelps. And maybe it was Phelps back at the kicking net.
He was back at the net.
Which
he was
is way at the other end of the field, back at the other 20-yard line. So he might have been just warming up, and no one informed him, hey, we're going for the field goal right now.
So they've got about a 39-yard field goal here, Kevin. You're saying this is their short field goal guy, and then they have a long field goal guy. The
That's
guy who
correct.
missed the earlier one was the long field goal guy.
Here are the numbers on Phelps. He's 4 of 7 on field goals. His long is 42.
39-yarder right here to tie the game. What pressure.
From the left hash. A minute 40 to play in the ball game. This is to tie it. Good snap. The hold. The kick is up. I don't know.
It's missed
No
it
good.
wide left.
No good. Missed it. Phelps misses to the left. The Trojan defense holds again.
Victory formation. Ben
And
Davis
Rick,
they have no timeouts
They've
left.
utilized all 3 timeouts. Ben
Yep.
Davis cannot stop the clock. The Trojans take 3 kneel downs and
Ball
going
game.
home with the win.
Yep. Ben Davis just absolutely butchered that last possession. They picked up the ball on the 27-yard line, ran the ball twice, and threw a pass. And it looked like they were just settling for the field goal. You can't do that. You got to try to get in the end zone. You got a timeout left. You got a good quarterback, and they just got extremely conservative there and relied on your kicker to kick a 40-yard field goal when he's 4 for 7 for the year, and he missed it wide left.
Trojans take a
What are we
delay
doing
of
now?
game.
Penalty marker on the
Center Grove
play.
takes a delay of game for some reason.
Against Center Grove.
Coach Moore not happy. He's extremely irate. They were late getting the call in. I'm not for sure. What do you do? Just take a knee at this point. I
Well,
don't think you really need to run a
You
running
got to
play.
make sure you get the clean snap. You get the clean snap.
Clean snap, take a knee.
Take a
they
knee.
can't stop the clock.
It's going to be about 30 seconds in between each play, so I better hurry up. They're going to mess around again here.
Yeah, 15 on the play clock. Maybe
Yeah.
Center Grove will run one play.
Wow, I don't even know. You don't need to do that. Just take a knee. And you get a 1-2 yard loss here.
We'll see. Calvert under center.
Oh.
They hand it off. Lane Morris off right tackle.
Still haven't spotted the ball. Play
You
clock
want that?
still hasn't
What you want,
started.
Rick, is that pile up. You got to unpile, so it takes time.
Oh yeah, this ball game's right
They
there.
blow the whistle now.
Still haven't started it.
They did not start the play clock, which is fine. That helps
Yeah.
Center Grove.
So they should snap this with about 42 seconds to go. This ball game should be over. Take a knee.
Center Grove in front, 17-14. The difference, Ben Wheeler's field goal here in the second half.
Oh, I don't
Running
understand.
play, Hudson. He's got 2 hands on that football. Again, I just think they're trying to take it out
You're
wide.
right. You're right, Kevin. They're trying to
Just
waste.
trying to take extra time. When you run those jet sweeps tied to side, you do take more time.
Now it's over because they'll spot it. They'll have to snap this with about 13 on the clock, and you take a knee, and that's ball game, boys.
Ben Davis mismanaged their timeouts here in the second half.
Absolutely. They
And then-
called that one on defense. I have no idea why they called that, and then they had to waste one there on the kicker because the kicker wasn't within 50 yards of the play.
Victory formation, Center Grove taking a knee. That's the ball game, folks. Trojans have done it. They've knocked off the number 2 team in the state of Indiana, the Ben Davis Giants, on their home field. Let's hear it.
There you go. Ask and ye shall receive. Mr. Hudson on the horn. He gave it to you. Great victory by Center Grove.
Great second half for the Center Grove Trojans. 17-14 the final. Coach Eric Moore, heck of a job coaching tonight. He had some special plays ready to go tonight, and boy, did they work to perfection. How about that Logan Hudson touchdown pass in the first half?
Well, I mean, that's where the momentum and the confidence shifted right there, Kevin, is because Center Grove had not moved the ball very well against a very, very good Ben Davis defense. And once he gave that play and Hudson got in the open for that 53-yard touchdown pass, it just the mindset just changed. And the defense stepped up time and time again throughout the game, and the offense was able to they didn't get stopped in that second half against Ben Davis, who's a very impressive defense. And I would expect to see both of those teams playing against each other in what would it be, the semi-state?
Possibly the semi-state, but boy, for Ben Davis, they had to get through a Lawrence Central, Carmel, Lawrence Central. That's a tough road.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Coach Moore now 6-1 against Coach Mike Kirshner, and the Trojans have now won 3 straight here at Ben Davis High School. The final again, 17-14. The Trojans do it here in the second half, knocking off number 2 Ben Davis. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we'll have the postgame show. This is Center Grove Trojan football.
Whether you are looking for a low-maintenance community in a luxurious wooded setting such as Sycamore Ridge, the breathtaking views and rolling landscapes of Kensington Grove, the gently rolling hills and convenience of Calvert Farms, the intimate luxury setting of Claiborne, site of the 2006 Homerama, or the private gated communities of Persimmon Woods or Whitetail Woods, Duke Homes has a community to fit your needs. For information about all that Duke Homes and Duke Communities have to offer, visit dukehomes.com.
We had a great one here at Ben Davis High School tonight. The Center Grove Trojans, the men in red and white, going home with a 17-14 win over the Ben Davis Giants. Kevin Conrad, Rick Embry with you one last time here at Ben Davis High School. And Rick, I'm not sure where you start. There's so many great performances tonight by the Center Grove Trojans. Defensively, when you win big ball games, you got to start with the defense. And man, there was a lot of heroes on the defensive side of the ball tonight for Center Grove.
Wow, they stepped up huge time and time again. The Ben Davis Giants got the ball inside Center Grove territory on at least 4 occasions, and Center Grove stopped them without points. Twice missed field goals. 2 more times they stopped them on downs. They stopped them on 4th and 1 from the 13-yard line in the fourth quarter, and then they turned around and stopped them and got a missed field goal as well. And those guys were huge all game long. We talked about key players, impact players of the game, not making sure that speed did not get outside and beat them, and that front 4 for Center Grove was very impressive tonight.
Yeah, when you start talking about a player of the game, it's just so difficult to pick one player out. One player that did play extremely well, though, offensively was Alex Lucas, 21 carries, 144 yards, and he had that big 53-yard run that got the Trojans in that field goal range, and actually Ben Wheeler connected on the field goal, and that's the difference in tonight's ballgame. Wheeler hits a 23-yard field goal, but it was Lucas that got him down in that field goal range. So I think Alex Lucas, with his 144 yards rushing, is our player of the game tonight.
Yeah, and when you look at the stats for tonight, what just jumps out at you is Center Grove had almost 400 yards in offense against Ben Davis, including 250 yards on the ground. This is a team that's given up 8 points a game. Center Grove absolutely dominated the line of scrimmage really in the last 2.5 quarters. Ben Davis did nothing to stop them. But you're right, Alex Lucas was huge. He came in about halfway through the first quarter. Very effective job on the ground. Got great blocking up front by his big guys up front, and that play in the fourth quarter where, like you talked about, he was patient, Kevin. He waited for his blockers. He waited for that little hole, and then, boom, he hit it, got down the left sideline, got tackled on the 10-yard line, got Center Grove within field goal range, and Ben Wheeler nailed the game winner.
Rick, with the win, the Trojans stay in the hunt for the MIC championship. 2 more games left in the conference of the regular season at North Central next week before returning back to Ray Skillman Stadium for the senior night against Warren Central. Of course, Carmel in first place right now, undefeated still, but the Greyhounds have to play tomorrow night against Warren Central. So if the Warriors knock off Carmel tomorrow night, you're talking about a 3-way tie for first place. Center Grove, Carmel, and Ben Davis.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow night, but in a couple weeks, if Center Grove takes care of business, we're going to be the biggest Ben Davis fans against Carmel. But what Center Grove, fantastic performance tonight, Ted, and we talk about all the time how the last couple years Center Grove has had a hard time getting over the hump against the big 3, really, Carmel, Warren Central, Ben Davis. Tonight, Center Grove came with a great game plan by Coach Moore, Coach DeLuna, Coach Siderwitz, the rest of the coaching staff. They executed, even despite turning the ball over a couple times, they executed fantastically on offense with 400 yards. The defense was tremendous. They knew exactly what Ben Davis was going to do. They got a big signature victory. That can do nothing but help and improve their confidence. Fantastic performance by the Trojans.
Rick, I appreciated you sitting in for Ted Kitchell tonight. You saw a good one, didn't you?
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad that Ted had to make that trip up to Chicago. Fantastic game to call, and thanks for having me, Kevin.
All right, Rick, we'll see you next Friday night.
Sounds good.
Tonight's game was produced by Center Grove Gridiron Productions, New 5 Creative, CenterGroveSportsNetwork.com. The executive director is Aaron Holt. The executive producer, Matt Murray. Game spotter tonight was Mike Combs and statistician John Moore. Special thanks to Center Grove Athletic Director John Zawitt and head football coach Eric Moore and Ben Davis head coach Mike Kirshner for their help with tonight's broadcast. Once again, Center Grove knocking off Ben Davis 17-14. Center Grove now improving to 6-1 on the season and 4-1 in the conference. Ben Davis falling to 6-1 overall and 4-1 in the conference. The Trojans are at North Central next Friday night at 7 o'clock for a conference game. The Giants are at Lawrence North for a league game Friday night at 7 o'clock. Until next Friday night, this is Kevin Conrad for Rick Embry saying good night, everyone, from Ben Davis High School.